I was, the usual, talking to myself again. Hi guys, we're back. We're back, like we never left. Copy, copy, copy. Like we never left. Mm, Like we never left. Hello, everybody. Hi, 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 hi. Lauren, are you going to work already? Work time? Anyways, I don't know why I have this up because I'm just so surprised by the level of like chaos that's going on with this stock that I'm like, wow, 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 wow. I was joking about zero point zero 0.01, but it looks like it's getting there. Like, no kidding. No kidding at all. My goodness. That is nasty. Anyways, moving on. Nvidia. Nvidia is getting a nice bounce actually. Nvidia has bounced really nicely off the bottom. Off the beautiful bottom. It really doesn't matter what time frame you look at, you can see this bottom on Nvidia. So that's a good spot, isn't it? So if you picked up some calls today, some YOLOs maybe, that would have been a good spot. Right off the 200 virus, off the 200 EMA, triple bottoms, kind of. Why do people like calling me when I'm on stream? Like, what's this? Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, sir. This is Mike Anderson from Bell. How are you, sir?
I am doing very well. How about you?
I'm good, sir. Thanks for asking. Actually, sir, it's a feedback and a promotion call from Bell side, and I believe you're with Bell and your cell phone services. Is that right, sir?
What did you say? Haktua? What did you say?
Sir, it's a feedback and a promotion call from Bell side, and you are with Bell and your cell phone services. Is that right, sir?
No, I am not, but I'm busy. So thank you for calling. Thank you for your offer. Bye. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Rubbish. Like that's anyways. Ayo, Jason, ayo, TK, hello. Yes, Habibi John. Yes. Raven. Now if you said like spit on that, then okay, then I would have listened. I would have been, okay. What service are you selling again? I'm just kidding. Sorry, Mexican. Sorry. Sometimes you have to joke around because, yeah, no, like they're genuinely doing their job and stuff, right? So, yep. Mm, Let's see what's happening there. Uh, 1 second. There we go. Um, you did carry on. I worked for Bell in the past. Horror. Yeah, yeah. I don't really. Tomorrow. Let me just confirm that. You if it goes to 137. 137. Okay, fine. I mean, that's a pretty good bounce though at the end of the day, which might be the more valid, like, price action. I know, right, Pyro? They're like, your extended car warranty. Your extended car warranty is expired. Would you like to renew? Pyro, how are you doing? How are you? How's your day? How's your day? Uh yeah, good. Trying to sell you a car extended warranty? Yeah, no. Like the last thing I want to drive is a Mullen. You know what, Dan? I have nothing to say to you. I'm just waiting till you play that game again and then slap you. um, okay, okay, I will behave, Lauren. I will behave. I will be a good host. Okay, I will behave. Husa. Lauren is at work, guys, so we have to say nice things. Sounds good, virus. Sounds good. Are you guys ready for Nvidia? There's really nothing else that I want to look at in terms of like momentum stocks. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I think we're basically just waiting for the market to close, and you can kind of tell by the way that these stocks are slower now. Everybody's left everything else and just slowly transition to waiting for momentum. So yeah, again, beautiful bounce for Nvidia. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I hope we can maintain that bottom though, and send it, please and thank you. See, if this was if Nvidia did not have earnings, I would have picked up some calls for Nvidia at this price. But since Nvidia had earnings, then I mean, this kind of changes everything, though, doesn't it? Changes everything, doesn't it? Changes everything. Twitter. Yeah, that's the hourly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's kind of what I want to see Nvidia do. I want to see that thing do the boom skis. I'm gonna leave this hourly time frame chart on here, and then I'm gonna put up a smaller time frame Nvidia chart as well. My goodness, this thing does not know when to stop. That's minus 97%. Minus 97%. How the hell do you go from $2.50 to 7 cents in one day? Like, how do you do that? What a disaster. I really think though, like someone's behind this, and they just weren't happy with the direction that the company was going in, and then they decided to dump all the shares, right? So then um, that's pretty funny. That's funny. So then they decided, like, you know what, you guys can go the monkeypox route. We're not interested. I bet you it was Josh, because Josh doesn't like the monkeypox stuff. He's like, oh, you guys are gonna acquire another monkeypox stock? Okay, you guys can do that on your own, please. Do that on your own, please. Not on my watch. Anyways, good afternoon, everybody. Hi, 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 hi. You made all your predictions, Lorinda? Okay. Yeah, I put all my predictions last night. By the way, so this is let me pull up the Stonks website. Okay, so Stonks is a brand new streaming service, right? And if you look at the bottom, the stream is on there. So that's the stream. You can see the stream, right? So you can always watch it on. You can watch it on YouTube. So you can watch it on wherever, right? Someone else is streaming there. So this is. I'm gonna pause this because I really don't want to. Anyways, so there's a $10,000 giveaway for Nvidia, right? So right there. There are a lot of entries, by the way. So they're giving away $10,000. They're gonna split it up into like multiple, winners. But then so you can make your guesses on the left hand side there. So you can kind of see all these people guessing, right? 130, 125, 120, 123, 125, like 131. So this, 63% bullish, 37% bearish. There's 22,000 entries. So there's a lot of entries. So a lot of people are playing the game. A lot of people are playing the game, right? So you can join them if you can join them in if you want to. I just got tired of putting them in, but yeah. Look at that though. Like I have almost 1,000 entries left that I could make. Maybe we should do that, But meh, meh, meh. What's the do you guys want to give me some numbers I can put in there? Yeah. You guys want to give me some numbers? I can put them in there. So what would you guys like? Let's win, Uh yeah. The answer's not really. Okay, 42069, I like it. 420. What's 42069? We're never gonna get there, but 220 and 33%, But just for captain, I'll do it. Confirm. 130, 132.69, 132.69. What's with these numbers that have six nines in them? And then what else? 210. My goodness. You guys think Nvidia is gonna go that high? Okay. 99. That's more like it. More like it. I'm kidding. Uh, 136.10. 136.10. So this is the price target though for 30 minutes after like they report earnings. So it's gonna change 123.45. 45. Then 150. Yeah, so these are 134. Yeah. I probably have all these numbers in there already, but 102.87, 2.87, 102. Yeah. So yeah. So it has to be. So again, this prediction is for 30 minutes after they report. So even if so it like by the end of the day it's going to be different, but that's not the price they're using, right? 173. Tesh, you're just no, I have 173 in there as well already. 33. Okay, are we good? Okay, we're good. Yeah, Rob, don't double, please. 130, 137.77, 137.77. Nvidia, and then Rob 137. Yeah, 3,000. 137.11. 169.69. 169.69. I bet you someone's put that in there already. 97. You guys want to see my predictions? I mean, like, my predictions are quite it's loading my predictions. You have no idea how many predictions I can you guys see that? Oh, I have a lot of predictions. I'm still scrolling to the bottom. I have a lot of predictions. Okay, here. So you know what's crazy is yesterday I guessed the right number and I still didn't win. But anyways, look at that, guys. Every number known to man, I have guessed it. Look at that. I look at that. 20 every 20 cents. There's a damn prediction in there, you know? Nemo, of course. Every 20 cents, there's a prediction. Why is it stopping? Look at that. Every 20 cents, there's a damn prediction. Spin the wheel. Every number known to man should be in this damn thing. Okay? Uh, yeah, look at that. Every number is like 137.80, 138, 138.30, 138.40, 138.60, 138.80, 139, 139.20, 139.40, 129.60. All the combinations. 140.80, 141, 141.20, 141.20 multiple times. 121.40, 121.40, 121.60, 120. My goodness. Josh. Then losing only to the one with the I know, right? Watch, we're gonna end up losing. Rubbish, Dan. Rubbish. Yep. If we don't win, it's a scam. I'm kidding. Oh yes, Dan lost. So yep. So I think I went all the way up to like yeah 153, 155, 157, 160. Anyways, no. So these predictions, you're done predicting when the market closes. It's locked. You can't predict anymore when the market closes. Yeah, exactly, Rob. Exactly. People just tend to go with like sentiment, right? People tend to go with like just the vibes of the market. Anyways, I know I have at least 1,000 predictions in there, Dennis. So if we don't win, I want to speak to the manager. I want to speak to the manager. My goodness, I'm still scrolling and yeah, yup. Sheesh. It's based on the price at 4:30, Rusty. 4:30. So 30 minutes after the market closes, basically. Yeah, Lorenda, that's a good question, right? I don't know. I think the first place winner gets $1,500, and then yeah. So I'm sure they're gonna. Let's see how much money we win, guys. With every entry, GZ exactly. 50 cents. At least okay. Let me get 1,000 wins. Virus. Let's get $500. Okay, and then sorry, Dan. Sorry. Yeah, Pyro got slapped. Uh, there we go. Make sure that this is good. Okay, perfect. Do. Perfect. 50 cents each. Yeah, there's really not a whole lot else happening for now. So we are waiting for Nvidia, and then we go from there. I want to look at SMCI again. Let's see what that thing's done. SMCI. We could almost look at some sympathy plays, guys. If Nvidia beats earnings, or if they beat earnings, my goodness, SMCI. Sheesh, this is nasty. I bet you this is why the market's kind of sold off today, because of SMCI to a certain degree, right? So yeah, heavily shorted now. I bet you those dudes are going to cover their short positions today. If you didn't see it, guys, let me pull up Twitter. Right, so there's a Hindenburg. So these guys put out a short thing. Hinden Research. They basically said that SMCI was, they. I want to see if I can pull up that exact document. Today is what, the 28th, so yesterday. Uh, yeah. So they said, what just happened. Oh, they posted a lot of things about SMCI. Um, I'm looking for that headline though. Yeah, the main headline here. Something about account manipulation. So then the stock got destroyed. Anyways, we've talked about this already though. But yeah, they posted a lot of research. A lot of research. Seriously, Rob. Seriously. Yep. So yeah, I mean, it does look like we're rebounding now. I bet you there's a reason for this. I always think there's a reason for, like, for these guys putting out the things that they put out, and I would not be surprised if they've shorted and sold and long, and then hoping that Nvidia can pump the entire markets now. But who the hell knows? Yep, we shall see. So if Nvidia beats earnings, this might be a name to watch. AMD is another one. Tesh has been posting some other stuff in Discord for sympathy plays, large cap and small cap plays. AMD is obviously another one to watch. There's the one that Virus loves. ARM, right? So ARM is another really good one to look at when it comes to AI plays. They all seem exactly the same, though, right? Like the technicals are all the same. Same. So they're all just waiting for Nvidia to beat or miss and go to the abyss or to the moon. So we shall see. Uh, yeah, exactly, Josh. Yeah, the markets close in 40 minutes, and then Nvidia is supposed to report 5 minutes after the market closes. So hopefully they actually do report on time, if I'm not mistaken. NITO. AMD is nice, yeah. There's some really good charts, especially since we've been selling off for the last 3 days. Some really good charts to look at. No, so not necessarily. I think in this case, maybe they're short term. Yeah, but the research is solid. Exactly. So they put out research on companies like Nikolai. Remember Nikolai, Nikola, right? Nikola, right? These guys were they were the firm that called Nikola like a scam, which it turned out that Nikola was a scam, right? Because they had the stupid EV truck that they had to push downhill, and then they were lying to investors, right? The Exactly, Yogi, exactly. So they're fairly reliable. Like like everything they've put out for the most part has been accurate. But we've also seen some of these stocks, though, especially the bigger cap names. We've seen them go to the abyss and then find a way to come back and go boom skis. So you just never know, Pyro. You never know. Yeah, especially in the short term, accurate in the short term. Whatever company they're referring to usually reacts in the way it's intended to. Let's go. Doo. The documentary. There's a documentary. Oh wow. Okay. No, I had no idea. I had no idea. Uh, I'm just looking at. I have NC for that session. Oh, okay, that's cool. That is very cool. We should, right, Mike? No. So the main raffle today is the Nvidia raffle. That's the main raffle. Yeah, I mean you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah, you're not wrong. I do like watching the charts. I don't think I've ever been bored looking at Exactly, Josh. Exactly. Charts only, please. Charts only. I asked this question earlier. Was it today or yesterday? But which way do you guys think Nvidia goes? Don't say up and down, please. Don't say up and down. I will find you. I will slap you. Which way do you think we're going? Do we go up? Do we go down? Obviously, with the pointy arrow you see on the screen, I'm hoping we go up. Obviously, mic up. Yeah, isn't that crazy, Yogi? Like, yeah, people actually have Nvidia watch parties. Like Nvidia watch parties. That's how big Nvidia is. Lorenda up, Tesh up, Pyro up and down. To the right, Dennis. Well, I guess I had to clarify. What's the link, Nick, for the Nvidia bid? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, pre- so what you have to do is, so I'm gonna post a link for you in the chat. Click the link on the top right hand corner. You're gonna see a section that says games or something like that. You want to click on that. Alrighty. So that's the link at the bottom there. JP up, Yogi up. Everybody's expecting Nvidia to go up, and I will agree with that. Just because we had a sell off before the earnings, even though we're kind of rebounding from the bottom now, like we've gone from 122.60 all the way back up to 126. That's a really good bounce, right? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're gonna do a raffle, guys. We're gonna do a raffle, a giveaway raffle on stonks. Let's go. Let's go. Perfect. So Pyro, you lost those points. Oh my goodness, Dan lost those points. So we're gonna do a raffle on stonks. Alrighty. We might let that thing run. Ayo Teggy, how are you? How's work? Came to hang out on my lunch. How's everyone doing? We're good. Just waiting for Nvidia. Pyro, I know. I know. I know. That's frustrating. Raffle. So we will create a raffle. I can't even see my points in the chat. Doesn't it doesn't show on the mobile? Okay, okay. That's okay. Just ignore Dan, he decided to go gamble and lost all the points. I have not been listening. What do you think? I have not been listening. What do I think for Nvidia? Are you in a position, Alan? So, all of last week, right? We said, hey, Nvidia, please, if there's anything you want to do, like we obviously want Nvidia to pump because that kind of, the entire market depends on Nvidia. It seems. So what we've been saying over the last few days is, please, Nvidia, dip before earnings, dip before earnings. Why? Because we've seen so many times that, like, if you can find a way to price in a little bit of negativity, and even if your earnings comes to expectations or beats expectation, then it's very likely that your stock goes up, right? So Nvidia has done exactly that. The good thing about Nvidia too is if you look at like a bigger time frame, it has a really solid base at 123.60 ish, which is 122.60, whatever number that is, 123. Let's call it 123. Okay. You can kind of see though that like that's the level we've been to every single day for the most part, right? Like we've been retesting this bottom section every day and bouncing. And you can kind of see this last hourly candle into earnings and it's bouncing up the bottom. So that's perfect. So what I'm hoping is Nvidia beats earnings. We've been selling off for the last little bit and then we go boom skis. Please, please. Uh, oh, you can't? Oh, wow. Really? Dang it. I wanted to see Dan lose the points. Yeah, that's a virus. Yeah. Yeah. Did I buy the dip skis? No, I'm tired of buying dips. No more dips for me. I bought enough stock market dips, enough crypto dips, enough dips. No more dips. Now I just need the markets to go back to all-time highs, you know? Exactly, Josh. So Josh says, guidance, guidance expectation, right? So I want to hear that slowed in and continue to expand chip revenues. Yeah, I think again. So I think they're gonna crush earnings because these guys sell some pretty expensive things. I know, right? High speed computing. Let's go, Josh. Yes, please. I would like Nvidia to pump, please. Well, we're doing all the voodoo signs. Voodoo signs, please go up. We might need to change the color of this candle, to like green or something like that. You know, please go up. Please go up. Please go up. Take the markets with you. Oh yeah, the rocket. Let me find the rocket. Where is the rocket? How did we uh can I use the like the emoji thing on here? No, I can't. Dang it. I want a better rocket though. Was it text? It wasn't text, was it? It was one of these shapes, icons, I think. Rocket. This isn't the one I'm looking for though. But this one might have to do. This one might have to do. Exactly, Josh. This might have to do for now. This is where we want. I mean, we want to be a lot higher, but that's where we want to go. Please and thank you. Watch, Nvidia is going to open and go boom skis the opposite direction. Uh, Be will. What is it doing? It's trying. It doesn't look horrible. I do like though that the entire day today it's held above the 200 EMA. Right? I think when a stock can find a way to stay above the 200 EMA, there's always a chance that it's going to run, which is exactly what this thing is doing. Your next resistance is $1.45, $1.50. I mean, I say $1.45 because to me it's a range. Like anytime a stock is close to $1.45 to $1.50, I view that little 5 cent range as a bit of an obstacle. Alrighty, so yup. Ooh, oh my goodness, what is going on? Be well. What did you just do? What did you do? What is going on here, guys? Do we have someone in the chat that's from the Secret Service? This is not normal. This is not normal. This thing just hit highs of the day. Why? Because we came to watch it. Who did this? Raise your hand. Josh, who did you call? The FBI? Who did you call? What range? Exactly, Josh. Well, I mean, be well. Hopefully, you're locking in those gains, though, right? Hopefully, you're locking in those gains. My goodness. Sheesh, because that thing just erased all of it, right? So we basically double topped at $1.50. Let's call it $1.60, right? So it's a double top and then back below 150. So technically, it's still in that range, 145, 150. So, yup. You've been scalping it all day. Yeah, it looks good. So this is something that people can look at. And when there's a whole list of exactly exactly virus, when there's a whole list of names to look at, maybe look at the ones that are sitting above the 200 EMA, right? Because that's a good thing. Like if your stock is above the 200 EMA, especially when it's a momentum stock, it's still okay, right? It's still okay. So now it's dipping, pump and dip skis. You want to know what looks like garbage, guys? Minus 97% and more now. Look at this. Look at this. WTO. I mean, they should probably change the ticker symbol to WTF, because this thing looks nasty. Look at the 15-minute time frame, guys. There isn't one green candle on a bigger time frame on this stock. Not one. I mean, like, I could keep going to the top and there's not a single green candle. My goodness, can you imagine? Can you imagine taking like a day off the market? You're like, you know what? I like this stock. I'm just gonna take a break. I'm gonna go to the woods. I'm gonna go on vacation. I'm gonna come back. Can you imagine holding the stock from $3 and you show up the next day and it's at 6 cents? Sheesh. Exactly, Yogi, right? We said this earlier. Like the only reason we played with this thing earlier was because it looked like it had some like resemblance of like support at 16 cents, right? And the scalp was actually quite nice, right? But if it broke below 16 cents, what the hell are you doing holding it, right? Like, look at this. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, crazy, guys? Is like we keep saying like there's no coincidence in the market. Like if you're holding this stock, right? Do you see resistance on this stock? Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it, guys? That's last Thursday. That's last Friday, right? Last Thursday, last Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Does that look like resistance? Sometimes, honestly, when you see a stock at resistance, sell it, sell it, because bad news somehow always comes at resistance. From $2 and whatever, look at that now, 6 cents. That is nasty. Yup, yup. Sometimes when you see resistance, you take your monies and you move on. You take your monies and you move on. Otherwise, you get yourself in some pretty sticky situations. By using promos. That's very interesting, Yogi. I'm gonna have to look into that. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I know, Yogi. Isn't that crazy? Like we've seen stocks go down 80%. Look at this. And it's not stopping. It just keeps hitting brand new bottoms. Brand new bottoms. Anyways, BOF is back into that range again. So it looks like it's really fighting to break above $1.50. 1987. Several days to go to zero. Yeah, this thing is gonna be at 1 penny in at the end of the day. I mean, they might as well just delist it now. Might as well just get it off the exchange because watch that thing cook after the market closes though. Let's go, guys. Are you guys ready for this? Are you ready? We're gonna do a big raffle. Let's see here. I'm just gonna refresh this. So these dudes are streaming over there. So I'm just gonna pause this. And then I wanna do a raffle. Let's go. Let's create a raffle, guys. Okay. So we're gonna give away. um, the raffle is open, guys. Woo wee! So a $200 giveaway. Alrighty, $200. So each point you have, so every 5 points or something like that. I don't know what the number is. We'll give you a ticket to enter the raffle, and then we're gonna do a giveaway. So $200 giveaway on stonks. Let's go. Let's go. $200, guys. Are you ready? Don't worry, we're gonna let that thing run till like the market closes. Yep. So get those entries in, and then we will go from there. We will go from there. Alrighty. Okay, perfect. Does anybody not have the link to Stonks? Do I need to? Do I need to? I'm just gonna use this link, okay? And then I'm gonna leave it on Nvidia here. So if you're not sure where to go, the link is right there. So you have to click on that link, and then so that link at the bottom, Lauren. So all you have to do is click on that link at the bottom, and then go over there, and then select the 25 points. Yeah, exactly. And then select the hot trade stream. You do. JP says I get better resolution on stonks on the stonks stream. Exactly, Kimbella. Exactly. There's no need to do. Yeah. No, I have nothing to say, virus. Nothing to say. Oh, it doesn't show the entries now. That's very cool, actually. That's very cool. I mean, I'm still gonna see the wheel though. Suhail, what's your question for Intel? I'll take a look at INTC. What's your question? What would you like to know? So you can now use those points, guys. You can now use those points. To convert them into raffle tickets, right? That's the whole point of you collecting points and doubling the points. So you can use those points to get entries when we do giveaways. So yeah, cool. So this is the stream. I mean, obviously this is the stream on YouTube, but it's the same stream on Stonks. I'm just gonna, and then that's the giveaway, right? So that is the giveaway, $200. You can claim a ticket, or you can. Rob is over there. Virus is over there. Olivier it works for Stonks as a staff. Uh, Obi is over there. Chris is over there. Pump it, Skater. Pump it. So some of the members are over there, spamming the. Yeah. Is Nvidia going to impact INTC? The answer is yes. Yes. Was that your question though? That's it? Is that your question? Let me pull up INTC though. So INTC, are you in a position, or you're looking for a position? If you look at like INTC, you notice how like INTC, like the chart basically looks the same as Nvidia, right? Like look at Nvidia on the 1 minute, and then look at INTC, look at ARM, look at AMD. They all kind of look the same. That exactly. Exactly, Josh. Nvidia is going to impact everything, right? So yeah. So Nvidia better not, everything exactly. Like look at that. Nvidia was getting slapped today, right? Look at this. Look at this chart for INTC, and then look at the chart for Nvidia. NVDA. Nvidia. Look at that, right? So slap, 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 and then slow. We've been slowly recovering, and it looks exactly the same, right? So yes, it will. Yes, it will. You bought a 1960. Okay. Is it a short term play for you, or like is it an earnings gamble? What like what's your reason behind that play? Is what I'm asking, Sahil. Salesforce is about to moon. Okay. Ooh wee. Ooh wee, Josh. Yeah, Nvidia. You can see Nvidia like slowly recovering already into the close. I don't know if that's a good thing or not a good thing. I think it's a good thing. Virus says at this point, Nvidia is impacting my relationships. Nvidia will impact everything today, guys. Everything. Everything. You have 25 tickets. So then just use those tickets. You should be able to tell by the number of points you have by looking at the very bottom of your computer. There's a little purple section beside the chat, and it should tell you. Um, yeah, you got it. You found it. Okay, good. Exactly, Yogi. So tickets are for the game, and then points are for the raffle. Yeah. I've got a guy who works at Salesforce. They're going to have EPS beats. I don't know. That sounds like inside information. Ali, be very careful. You're going to jail. I'm not going to buy a Salesforce. The only thing I want to pump is Nvidia. Anyways, anyways, Chris, don't lose those, please. Let's go, Lauren. Let's go. Let's go. 28 tickets. Love it. BOF looks really good still, guys. That thing made brand new highs as we were looking away. So congratulations, be well. I know you're still scalping this thing like a criminal. So keep making that money, please. Alrighty, Nelson, I am visiting here in silence, watching. Yeah, what a garbage stock, right? Yeah, no, we were gonna come back live for Nvidia today. So yeah, BOF does look good. So congratulations. This might just be a retest of the range again. So $1.50, $1.45, and hopefully it stays above that. You add 11 entries, like for the main game or for the $200 giveaway. And I verify the hold, please. Okay, on hold. Pablo, what happened? What happened? What happened? The $200? Okay. Sorry, Dan. Sorry. I mean, if you look at it like a really small time frame, it looks like it's coming off the bottom, but damn, that's nasty. This might be one of those names though that at some point one of these nights it's gonna go up 100%, but then it's going up 100% from zero. You know, so like if we do like stonk market math, what's 100% of zero? Anyways, I'm kidding by the way. You get let's go, Pablo. Thank you. I'm just here for the violence. We're here for the violence too, Pablo. We're here for the Nvidia violence. With we're ready with like green and red arrows and rockets. Support. Again, by the way, this is the hourly time frame for Nvidia. The other time frame on here, this is the smaller time frame. This is the 1 minute. Right? We want to see the minute to minute candle movement, and it really doesn't matter honestly because it's all about the earnings. But it's nice to have a bigger picture, especially when you're looking at a stock like Nvidia. You want to understand like what's happening overall. Yeah, sheesh, we had some fun back in the day, Josh, with these candles. It's Canadian math, 100% of zero. Tony, uh, it's because you're doing your flips right after Dan is doing them, and the s'mores, Winter's coming slowly in Canada. My goodness, can you believe this? Winter is coming. Sheesh. Not looking forward to winter. Back to slow and steady, Pyro. Yeah, that's a good plan. Hopefully, you have some tickets still to use for the giveaway. Yeah, there's 331 entries for the giveaway already, so there's a bunch of you guys with entries. Let's go, Mark. Let's go, Red. Let's go. Mark is ready to make monies. Mark has a whole bunch of covered calls, uh, you know, and other things that he needs from Nvidia. If Nvidia crashes, the only person that's going to be smiling in the chat, it's Mark. Even if it goes up, as long as it doesn't go above a certain number, he's okay. But yeah, best part of the cold, yeah. Except like my winter is just extreme, So and yeah, 80 degrees. Don't worry, Pablo. I will come visit. Okay, I'm gonna visit Pablo. You should sell hot rates maple syrup. We should, That's let's make a brand deal with whoever makes maple syrup. A brand deal with the maple syrup people. Come on, Nvidia. Come on, come on, come on. Again, if you haven't entered into the giveaway yet, there's two giveaways going on, right? One is a $200 giveaway on right? So there's a whole bunch of you guys in this already. There's 335 entries already on that in that one. And then there's the overall like $10,000 giveaway for stonks, right? $10,000 giveaway for this one here. So you can still see a whole bunch of entries going in, right? Like people are picking the numbers still. So yeah, there's 20 almost 25,000 entries into that giveaway. So yep, Nvidia after earnings. So that's gonna be fun. Fun. Can you see how many tickets I have left? Like I just gave up on. We'll use those for other giveaways. But yeah, people are getting those numbers in. Like every number known to man, people are getting it in. There's like all these weird numbers. All these weird numbers. So 5 minutes after the close. So Captain. Sheesh, those numbers are flying in. $88, really? I hope it doesn't go to $88. Mark is gonna be celebrating tonight. AMD, SMCI, and Crowd. Okay. What happened to AMD, Mark? 136.05. Okay. Yeah, don't forget to hit the follow button on Stonks, guys, if you haven't already. And yeah. $88. Can you imagine, Mark? Oof. What if Nvidia misses earnings? I'm not gonna show up on stream tomorrow because it's gonna be violence. 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 Let's go, Tesh. Come on. Yeah, get those tickets in. Get those tickets in. Get those tickets in. Yeah, no, Nvidia, and again, like I will always, stick with the fact that like whenever you go into earnings, like earnings are a complete gamble. Always a complete gamble. So always a complete gamble. Okay, moving on. Back to a smaller time frame here. B well, are you still in this thing? Are you still in BOF? Yeah, it's really done well. Like, it's done really well. Done really well. I think so too. I think that's exactly what they've done, Mark. I think what they've done is they've announced something that's horrible as the market was red, and a few days into before Nvidia earnings. So then what happens now is as we sell off, and then all of a sudden we're rebounding today as we're going into Nvidia earnings, and they beat and they go long, and then boom skis. So they're basically going both directions. So yep, yup. Telegram places him on the supervised release. Interesting. Telegram. Telegram. To find Pablo. What's anyways? You did 55 cents. I mean, it's not a bad gamble. You might get 100% overnight, right? It's gone from 6 cents to 7.50, so you never know. You never know. You never know, leader. I do kind of like the way that Nvidia is slowly curling into the close, because just because, just because you know, just because, just because. On that specific candle. 66 points. I almost feel like what happened earlier as well on Nvidia was the market makers got what they wanted by selling it off all the way to support, and then maybe as the little birdies are saying, oh, like they're gonna beat earnings, and then it slowly creeps back up into the close. Hopefully. You're not retarded. Be nice to yourself, please. Lauren, be nice to yourself. Everybody has to do better, like we all have to do better at being nice, you know? Be nice to yourself, please. Okay. Are we good? Okay. Am I supposed to be on? No. So there should be a hot trades stream on there, Lauren. So if you go into the main website, there's like a hot trades stream on there. Just click on the hot trades stream. Let's go, buff, 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 buff. Love it. That thing looks beautiful, by the way. So there goes your next little double top. Be well. Your next little double top, 147%. Looking good. There's 5 minutes left. Well, 4 minutes left, guys. 4 minutes left. So get your final entries in. Get your clockwork. Yeah, no, this chart looks really good. I like the way that it's behaving. Obviously, we had resistance in like 145, 150, and then it broke above it, and then they came for the retest, and then boom skis, brand new highs of the day. So that looks beautiful. If you're still in this stock, type in yes in the chat. Oof! I blame BUL for pumping this stock. If you're still in this thing, type in yes in the chat. Type in yes in the chat. I'm telling you, like Lee only comes in once a day and then doubles those points. Let's go, Lee. Sheesh. You got stopped out, Mike? Lee has 8,000 points. My goodness. My goodness. I know, right, BUL? Sometimes you just have to ask for the. Anyways, I'll let Virus finish. WTO is really pushing though. Look at that thing. I mean, that 55 cents might prove to be, you know, ice cream money returns. Sheesh. Lee, you should have a whole bunch of like entries now. It doesn't let you get on Earnings Whisper. Yeah, those guys want to see $140 anyways. So you did painkiller. Congratulations, well done. No more flips, please. You have more points than anybody else. No more flips. Maybe I should go try flipping my points. Should I flip it? Did I make points, guys? Oh my! I lost my points. Uh, I'm at zero, guys. I'm at zero now. All these points I had, zero. Oh my goodness. Now Dan is gonna make fun of me. Are you kidding me? Really? Wow. Unbelievable. I blame Dan. I blame Dan. Rubbish. Rob, are you gonna do it too? Do it, do it. Oh, that's funny. What is the site again? Which site for the giveaway? I think it's this one. Yeah, this one. That's the link at the bottom of the chat. I'd say. Let's go. So Stonks is doing a raid, guys. You know how like Twitch does a raid or somebody else does a raid? I've never been a part of a raid. Like, is that a TikTok thing? But anyways, so there's a whole bunch of people on another stream that are all gonna come to the hot trade stream. Okay, it's gonna be fun. So yeah, welcome to. We can welcome them with open arms and show them the thrust. You know, I'm kidding. We'll be nice and well behaved. Let's go. Let's go. So yeah, come on, Nvidia. Let's go. The market is officially closed, guys. So the game is done skis. The game is done skis. Are we ready for this? Make sure we have the news feed ready to go for Nvidia earnings, and then go from there. Go from there. As usual, we're gonna see a reaction on the stock before we even get those headlines. So we wait. Let's go, Josh. Let's go. Let's go. I'm looking at that list. Usually, it gives you a list of names and when they report those earnings. I mean, we might be able to actually. Maybe we should. Maybe we should. That's gonna be a lot. That's gonna be a lot of time sitting on here, though. Yeah, maybe we can then. The Nvidia conference call. Yeah, maybe we can. Okay, let me see if I can pull it up here then. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I got all my predictions in. Yeah. Conference call. Investors relations. Webcast. Today's August 28th. Yes, it is. I just want to. So they're doing it at 5 o'clock, guys. So an hour after the market closes, that's when they're doing the conference call. Yeah. So then we have to wait till 4:45 to go to that website and listen to the conference call. We might be able to. Let's see how Nvidia is performing. Let's see how Nvidia performs after after the earnings actually comes out, and then we can decide if we want to listen to the call or not. Alrighty. Are you guys ready for violence? Ready for violence? A bit of a sell-off into the close here, which is okay. Which is a-okay. It's time, Nvidia. It's time. CRM. Why did they beat Ali? Wow. Yeah, so CRM beat earnings. So revenue of 9.332 billion versus estimate of 9.23 billion. So and they also beat EPS. So yeah, I'm sure CRM is cooking then. Right? So CRM Salesforce. I mean, it's not a massive push though, right? It's not anything that, that's out of the yeah, it's $3.50, Ali, and it's erasing those gains already. So yeah, just be don't celebrate too soon, please. Um, don't celebrate too soon. If Nvidia cooks, Bitcoin will cook as well. Mm. Come on, Nvidia. Okay, I'm gonna ignore Salesforce here and then go back to Nvidia. Alrighty, alrighty. Uh, no, I don't think so. Yeah, is it crashing now? I mean, wasn't that the same yeah, that was the same company that like had all those issues and all these their software was hacked and I'm trying to think at the same time as I'm trying to put in the ticker symbol, so I'm not very good at multitasking. Well, that's a pretty nasty candle, but that thing is recovering though. um, that thing recovered all those losses. It's actually green now. It's up 1%, it's up 2%. Yup, there goes 3%, there goes 4%, there goes 4%. Nope, it's pumping. That thing said, "Oh yeah, you think I'm crashing? How about no?" So that initial reaction is usually not the right reaction, right? So obviously Nvidia isn't out yet. They're keeping this one for last. They're like, you know what, bring the big guns out last. But yeah, it's all 5% now. CrowdStrike, TOVX, TOVX. I've done a terrible job today with drinking water. Terrible. So CrowdStrike reports Q2 2020 fiscal year 2025 results, beats estimates with adjusted EBITDA of $1.04 versus 97 cents expected, assisting customers in recovering from July 19 incidents, named a leader in Forrester Wave by cybersecurity, blah, 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 blah. They beat earnings and they're saying we've recovered from like the incident, so that's it. That's the thing about the markets too, is if you are a favorite name and the market relies on you, it's very hard for that thing to get destroyed and stay down. Yeah, so they had revenue of 963 million and the estimate was 958 million. I mean, to me these things don't really mean a whole lot. It's all about that guidance, right? All about the base. Don't reverse. You have calls. Yeah, let's see what Nvidia does. Because again, when once Nvidia comes out, all of this stuff is going to be just child's play. If Nvidia is crashing, this thing is not going to hold up. So you better get on your knees and start praying, Sean. Please, 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 Nvidia beat earnings, please. Yeah, exactly. Guidance is key. Guidance is the most important thing, right? When it comes to earnings. The market wants to know, like for the most part, when you think of like the markets and these large cap names, or you think of the S&P and like rate cuts, the market or like the market will price in whatever thing should be happening, and then it's waiting for a surprise, right? That's exactly what happens into earnings. Like the market knows exactly what you're supposed to do, right? And it's going to price that in, and then it's waiting for a surprise. So that's why guidance is really, really important. That's why you see some of these companies like really crash to the abyss, and then all of a sudden the company's like, yeah, we suck, like we really suck, but like I promise we're gonna do better. And then the market says, oh yeah, oh good job, we will reward you for like being optimistic. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, people do that all the time. Like we will be streaming, and then people will say good morning, and then I go to look at the comments. I'm like, that's an old stream. That's an old stream, right? Good morning. It's not morning. It's not even the same day. Anyways, let's move on back to Nvidia, guys. Nvidia looks like they might be waiting for. Yeah, so Nvidia isn't out yet. And I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. All I want to see is revenue and guidance, guys. That's it. I don't really care for all the Nvidia fancy stuff like we sold 1,000 computers, blah blah blah. I don't care. I want to see the stock pump. I want to see revenue. I want to see guidance. That's it. Nvidia looks like it's looking looking for the for baby Jesus in the manger. Oh my goodness, Nvidia. What is this? What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? Actually, this is a good thing. Like when it's shaking down into earnings like this, it's a good thing. I promise. I promise. La 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 la. There are almost 400 entries on the $200 giveaway, guys. Let's go, Olivier. You have Nvidia calls. Praying for you. I think to some degree everybody has a stake in Nvidia, whether it's a long-term position or it's just options. Everybody has a stake in Nvidia. So, oof, this is stressful. Stress. My goodness. My goodness. Come on, Nvidia. Again, I like what it's doing because it's dropping before the earnings actually come out, right? So I wanted to get this, get this weakness out of the way now. Get this weakness out of the way now, please. Get it out of the way now. And then as soon as those numbers come out, all I want to see is boom skis. I want to see like fat rocket green can. You see this rocket? That's what I want to see. I want to see boom skis. This is like turbulence on an airplane. Exactly. The pilot needs to. Except this time, Jensen is the pilot. That dude better not be drinking. Otherwise, we're going down with him. He better not be drinking. He's been celebrating since everybody was buying a Lambo. Anyways, okay, there's a tiny baby green candle, guys. I'm sweating. Man the cannons, guys. Man the cannons. The Nvidia cannons. You better not shoot Nvidia, please. Aim it at somewhere else. Nitro. Exactly. 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 My goodness. Where's Jeff? To no, you don't want Jeff captaining the ship. This is otherwise Jeff is gonna take us to the abyss. Is it working now? Tony, is what working? You're not getting any more points. You should be. Maybe just refresh. You should be getting points. See, I lost 1,700 points, so now I only have 14 points now. What if I try and double these ones? Does that work? Wait, I lost my points again? How come mine didn't show up? I lost my points again. Now I have 0 points. The only thing Jeff has ever captained is the rubber ducks. Ah. Oh my goodness. Wow. Jeff? Oh my goodness. Are you seeing this, Jeff? You're being roasted in the chat. I thought I couldn't captain. Seriously. My goodness. The only thing we want to hear from NVIDIA today, guys, is this.
So, what is your vision?
Money.
I mean, what is your plan for the future?
Money.
Like, what is that thing that you want to achieve in life?
Money. Money.
Like, what is your real essence on earth?
Money.
Listen to me. Let's keep the money aside. What else are you focused on?
The money that you get aside.
This is a message to the CEO of NVIDIA. That's it. We want monies. We want monies. You see this video right here? That's all we need. We want to see boom skis. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. Straight fire boom skis. Laura, right? Unbelievable. It looks like these guys are waiting till 4:30 to report those earnings, and then the conference call is 30 minutes after they report. Ready? So I'm on their website. I'm on the Nvidia website for the conference call, and then we can listen to the conference call and see how the stock reacts. But honestly, we don't have to. But we'll see. Not today, Dad. Not today. Not today. We actually no. That's a good video. I need to find it though, because I took it off. So yeah. AMC earnings. Yeah, no, I never want to listen to Adam Aaron again. Again, don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already, please and thank you. Smash a like, hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're not a member yet and you wanted, what's happening? What happened? Did you guys see that candle? Someone's trying to scam us. If Nvidia drops, you're gonna see the entire chat just start crying. Oh my goodness, this is stressful. And don't even just by watching the stream, JP. At 136, yes, please pump it, pump it, pump it. Still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. Okay. Do 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 do. Still waiting. That's a bit of a scam candle, isn't it? Maybe someone forgot to report the numbers. Jeff, make sure your wife doesn't find you doing all those things you do at work. A scamdol, exactly, Olivier. A scamdol is what that is. Come on. Come on. What is the yeah, we're basically still just going sideways on a bigger time frame. So CrowdStrike reported earnings and the stock is done okay, right? Nice drop. and then back to the highs almost. CRM I really haven't looked at, but I don't really care for anything else except for Nvidia now. So hurry up to the moon and beyond, please. To the moon and beyond. I mean, we're slowly going up. I don't know if that's a good thing though, but 2%. Let's go. Rob's camera is loading, and then Rob's background is loading even. Ooh, Rob brought the flames. Did Rob just bring earnings, guys? Did Rob just bring the fire?
Go.
Oh, Nvidia. Are these earnings out? I don't see them yet. Almost 127. Ooh. Rob, what happened? How come you came on and then boom skis?
Look, look.
127. Ooh. Ooh. 127. Ooh. 127.30. 127.50. Ooh. Keep pumping, Nvidia. I don't see the earnings yet though, so maybe someone knows something that we don't. I hope so. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Olivier is smiling a little bit. Smile, Olivier. Smile. The monies are coming. Well, at least we hope so. 128. Send it, send it, send it, send it. We need the
Yes,
other way first. I know, virus.
that's
Maybe
some limit
maybe a dividend announcement. I don't see anything. Rob, let me know if you see anything. I don't see anything yet. There we go. I mean, I like that Nvidia is pumping. Oh. Violence. Oh, we're crashing. All the way red. Back to break even, guys. Oh, the violence has started. How the hell did we just go from up $3 to minus 50 cents back to up $3? Look at this, guys. It's a light show. It's a light show. Oh my days. The violence has started. Oh my goodness. Now we're down to 123. Somebody call the fire departments. Oh my goodness. The earnings are not out, guys. So none of this matters. None of this matters. So don't panic, don't celebrate, because none of this matters. None of this matters. Look at that. We just went from 122 to 126, 127. What the hell is going on? Look at this. We're back to 125. Okay, well, we're back to 126. It's a light show. I've never seen candles like this on earnings though, when like the earnings they're not out yet. Ooh, Nvidia earnings are out. Nvidia Q2 adjusted. So Nvidia Q2 revenue of 30 billion, estimated was 28.86. So they beat earnings. They beat earnings. So data center revenue 26.3 billion, estimate was 25. Obviously, Nvidia was going to beat earnings. So now let's see what the price action is like. Right? So up $1.20, $1.60, $1.80. Nvidia beat earnings. Again, I don't really care too much for like the other fluff, you know. I just want to look at the reaction for a second. Yeah, the numbers are out. So again, Nvidia beat earnings and then the beat data center revenue as well. So they beat, they beat. Just announced a $50 billion stock buyback. Nvidia
Ooh.
announced a $50 billion share buyback.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yup, $50 billion.
We're going to the moon, people.
All the monies, all the monies. They're like, hey, we got monies. We need 100 billion. I mean, clearly the stock is like, this is not good. What more does it need to pump, guys?
Right?
What more? What more does it need? Nvidia's like, you should have done 100 billion.
Now the big boys are like, come pick me up. Come pick up my orders.
What is going on? This thing is gonna take a while before it decides what it wants to do, isn't it? Sheesh.
I bought like 20 shares down there at 120 something, and it just filled. That was good.
Okay, okay, okay. Let's see again. This is oof, oof. Nvidia's at the lows of the day, by the way. Lows of the day. Lows of the day, Nvidia. We need to watch the call. We might need to because this is again, so Nvidia earnings, right? Revenue, and then they announced a $50 billion share buyback, and the stock is still like whatever, and then so what, right? This is what I mean. Like earnings will forever be a gamble, forever. Every time you play something into earnings, there's always that element of gambling because you never know. We see companies beat and go down, and we see companies miss and go up, right? So I think that conference call is going to be more important than any other conference call.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sheesh, 119, Rob. Oh my days. 118. Oh my days. Oh my days. Will open higher. Oh my days. Oh, 117.50. 117.40. Nvidia has screwed us. We're gonna be smelling blood tomorrow. Well, hopefully not. Oh my goodness, 116. Sheesh. Virus, good thing you sold those damn positions. Oh my goodness, Nvidia is about to go below 116. It's a bloodbath. Sheesh.
For now.
And yeah, the only thing that could save us now is the conference call, I guess. But so again, revenue, we're not really missing anything here, right? So when I look at this report, yeah, we're not really missing anything here. Out now. Okay, let me just make sure we have this saved. Make sure we have this saved so you guys can go back and refer to that. Yeah, everything's gonna be down. Everything is gonna be down. I wouldn't completely write this out yet though, just because they still have the conference call to come, and you never know. Especially for a stock like Nvidia, you never know. You never know. Yeah, TOVX has done really well actually. Really, really well.
Where's
Nvidia has a lot of cash in the bank
the
though. Too much cash in the bank.
where's
Oh,
the
look at that, guys.
at what time is
In 30 minutes, 34 minutes, Rob. Nvidia conference call.
for no the pool, the giveaway?
Oh yeah, let me take a look. Look at that.
Too
Nvidia
soon.
is coming back. Yeah. Nvidia is coming all the way back, guys. We just went from 116 back to 123. Like we're coming all the way back. Anybody buy the dipskis? I know Mark bought the dip. We're coming all the way back. Oh my
I bought some.
days. Woof. Nicola, you bought the dip? Yeah, you and Rob. Just
I
swing.
missed the 116. I wanted to get more in 116, and I missed this shit.
You missed the bottom. Sean bought the dip. Yogi bought the dipskis. Olivier, don't worry, you're still safe. You're still safe. Watch, we're gonna open tomorrow at break even. Yeah, like a name like Nvidia, especially when they beat earnings and there's nothing catastrophic, right? That's okay, right? So people are buying the dipskis and it's rebounding. So we'll see. I think we're really gonna pick a direction though after they report, after they do the conference call. I think that then we're really gonna know which direction we should be trending in. Because for now, it's all about the volatility, TTE. The volatility. And we're going back down again. So I'm registered for that conference call. Should be able to load in there soon. Soon. Yeah, let me refresh that. Rob, do you see it on your end? See if you can pull up the winners, or see if you can pull up that. Oh no, Rob is on the. Let me refresh.
What you need?
So I just wanted to see if you could pull up the like the timer for the game on your screen.
Okay, I'll do it.
Actually, there's a minute left.
Right? I figured.
There's a minute left,
1 minute.
guys. Damn. There's 55 seconds left. See, like I would have never expected. Most of my entries were higher than what it's at now. You know, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's see what happens. These movements, Golden Z. I don't think you really can. This game humbles you, Olivier. It does, doesn't it? It really does. There's 15 seconds left, guys. Let's see who wins. Let's see. Let's see. 121. My goodness, talk about volatility. Okay, so the game is done. What price did they lock in though? Let's see what price
We'll see.
yeah.
I don't know why it should say it.
No, I think it takes a few seconds, then they lock in the price. It'll take 5 minutes to finish calculating. Okay, 5 minutes then. Thank you.
Am I on the right page? Should I be here? Should I be somewhere else?
No, I think you're. Yeah, click on play. Yeah, click on play. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, it's calculating now. Yeah.
It's below. Yeah, it's doing it. There it is. It came out already.
Did it?
Oh no, this is the old one. This is the old one.
That's the old one.
No, that's box. That's the old one.
Yeah. Is that the price? Like 190? No, that's the current price. Is
Yep,
that the lock
yep.
price?
Ended at 119.20.
No,
No, that's
on the left.
I think 62. 119.62 was the lock price. 119.62.
None of my
Right here.
guesses were 11962, by the way. None of them. Zero.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You had like a million entries.
How the hell, Rob? Oh, how the hell was I supposed to guess 11962? And and I know, right, Wes? And a $50 billion buyback. Not enough. Not enough. So Nvidia is at 11920, guys. So clearly it's blood. 11942. Yogi, very close. You might win something. You might win something, Yogi. Let me
Whoa,
see.
you might win something. Yo.
Yeah. Let me see if I guessed anywhere close to that price before Rob roast me here, you know?
Here goes mine on the side. Look. What I put? Did I even go that far now? Jesus.
Oh, Rob. Rob is like, nope.
118.25. I got 118.25. That's the close. 118.25. Damn, why couldn't it have been by one number? $1.
$1. Oh, look at this, Rob. Look at this. Look how close I was.
Which one you got? There you go. That's a good one.
Let's
Really
go.
good. By 3 cents.
I bet you someone picked it though. I bet you someone picked 11962.
Blaze, guys, let me tell you something. Every time Blaze has something good, he finds a way to mess it up by saying something so negative. He drives me insane.
You won $6?
Oh, it already came
Wait,
out?
yeah. Let me pull up Rob's screen again. Do you see a winners?
No.
I don't see
Should I refresh?
it. You should have the email already. Let me check my email. Maybe I didn't win anything. Let's
Nothing yet.
go.
Nothing yet.
I won. I won $345, guys.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, I'm supposed to get an email. Can I get an email somewhere, please? $2 at least.
Hi, my email is rob at givemymoneys.com. Uh,
All right. I
thank you,
won
thank you.
890. I won 8. I
You
won
want how much?
879.
Let's go, monies. Yeah, monies. That's the email they send you. Yeah, it's
What a
good,
show off.
Oksana. It's good. You want a
What a
dollar
show off.
74? 119?
Nice.
Yeah. Who won? Like, I'm still waiting for to see like who won the big monies.
Right? Yeah.
Sheesh. I'll take $300 though. 88 cents.
Yeah.
Not bad.
That was cool. Yeah.
Not bad.
That's cool.
It still hasn't refreshed for you, Rob?
Nope.
Maybe refresh your screen, see if it shows up. $1.75 Kiwi. Let's go. Ice cream monies. Ice cream monies. No, it hasn't updated yet. You won 88 cents? Let's go. The San won $2.63. Let's go, let's go. Monies.
Cash 150 for 51 bucks. That's good.
$51 for Tesh. Let's go. Let's go. Congratulations, Tesh. Congratulations. Nvidia is still at 121, guys. So hopefully that conference call is good. Hopefully the conference call is good. You're shocked? You're hooked? I mean, when you win monies via guessing, that can be a lot of fun. Yeah, we still have the other giveaway to do, guys. So there's 417 entries into the other giveaway. So we're giving away $200. Alrighty, we're gonna do that in a bit. Yeah, right? Monies,
Money
monies,
today.
monies. Monies. So don't go anywhere because we're gonna give away monies. Alrighty. So again, this is the. Let me just refresh this. Hopefully that doesn't. So let's see here.
All right. I'm gonna leave this off until I see it come up, and then I'll share it again.
Okay, sounds good. So there's the giveaway, guys. Already. So there's 420 entries for now. You guys keep getting those entries in. You won $7, Pyro. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yup. So yeah, again, make sure you keep getting those entries in, and then we will do them before we listen to the Nvidia call. Perhaps we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. But either way, we're gonna give away this $200. So, and even if you're not here, it's still gonna give it to you, right? So it's not like you have to be here, but already. Where can you find the link to enter the contest for the giveaway? Let me get you a link. Uh, Rob, do you have a link to post in the chat, the YouTube chat?
I need yours. Where's yours at? I got
I have no.
mine. I don't have yours.
Yeah, post yours in the chat. Same. Let's go, Laura. $4.38. Let's go. Let's go. $7. See,
Which
that's the
chat?
cool thing though. Huh? Like the YouTube chat.
Which,
That's cool though that at least everybody wins, something. So there you go. Alrighty?
yeah, I think it is. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
At first, I was like, man, but pools are pretty cool because everybody wins. Something.
Yep. Yep. Dan? Uh Laura, your husband won 88 cents. Let's go. At least he's making monies, making monies.
Virus says, I owe money. You got a negative balance. That's funny.
Yep. No, yeah, exactly, Tesh. I will. I will. I will. Nvidia is back to 123, guys. So we might end the day like we might open up tomorrow at break even or green. I would not be surprised. Not one bit. Look at that thing cook. Right. So again, those earnings. So the conference call is in 20 minutes. So we're basically waiting for the conference call. Exactly, Laura. Money's money. Um, yeah. There it goes. 124. If you bought the dip at like 116, 117, you're smiling for now because that was a pretty good dip. Pretty good dip skis. Yep. Right. It's always nice, like again, when you're thinking like, hey, do I buy the dip? You want to be buying the dip on a company that's reported earnings and it wasn't garbage, right? And it's a solid company. You did, Nikolai, 76 shares at $1.17. Come on, you're gonna be smiling tonight. And your wife is gonna be smiling along with you. There goes almost 125 again for Nvidia.
So check this out. If you end on the stocks website, if you go to the calendar at the top, you're gonna see all the earnings. All the earnings, and then if you go to Nvidia, you'll see the actual earnings there. Um, and then when the next one will come, and then I think you can hear it from here, Blaze, right? I don't know. Oh no, they
Yeah,
record them actually.
yeah. So the previous
Yeah, they
the
get
previous
recorded and you can
earnings
play them.
calls. Yeah. So that's yeah. So that's the Q1
Yeah.
earnings. I think yeah. I wonder if it records the current one and you can play it live, or if it's like just the previous
Yeah,
ones.
well, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be Olivier. Let us know. And bought a 50 at 118. Lovely month. Let's go, Pyro. Congratulations. Yeah. Can you imagine if we go back above 125? Christmas, Pyro. JP says I'm heading home from my shop. If I win the raffle, don't give my monies away. No, JP, I cannot give your monies away. It all goes to your account. So don't worry. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. They just need an app. They do need an app, huh? It is cool. Olivia, are you hearing that? That your website is better than, I'm not gonna say the name, but you just need the app. What's Rob doing? What are you doing, Rob?
I'm trying to add your chart and you're removing it and I'm adding it and you're
Oh, I
removing it.
see, I see, I see, I see. I think like we have like a little like 10-second delay for some reason. I think it's all the programs in the back. Pyro, is that not you? That's you, isn't it? No, the two different names. Pyros and Pyro. uh, I thought it was pyro. Here I was saying nice things, you know. It's not. $5. Do, 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 do. So I'm looking at Nvidia's Q2 summary. Obviously, again, so revenues up 130%, um, right? From 13 billion to 30 billion, guys. Crazy, right? 130% for Nvidia. Like they cooked earnings, right? Gross margins up 450 points. That's 71% to 75, right? So operating income up 160% from 7.7 billion to 19.94 billion. Free
Okay, it
cash flow,
updated.
it did, it updated. Ooh, let's see.
The highest, the winner was 1,250.
Who was that? Can you zoom in a little bit, Rob? And what
How?
was the guess?
Hold on.
That doesn't seem right. Oh, it has to be below. Wait, no, it doesn't. That doesn't seem right, does it, Rob?
Yeah, he got it. He got it. The exact number. 11944. Only two people got the exact number, and
But
then
was
the yeah. What doesn't seem right? What do you mean?
but wasn't the actual number like wasn't the number 119? What was the number? 62, right?
Oh, also, it was 44. I guess it ended up being 44. 11944.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that was the final price. Look
Huh.
at that. There was 25,000 predictions. Holy cow!
Yep. Keep scrolling down. Let's see what else. Oh, and then there's a whole bunch of $50 ones.
There goes
Oh,
Yogi.
Yogi's on there. Yogi. But see, that
You
doesn't make
should be. Where are you?
oh up
There
there,
you are,
up
behind
right.
you.
Number
But
six.
wait,
Unbelievable.
number six. But
How?
you won more than once, I think, right? You did it more than one.
Yeah, I did more than one. So I think I what was
Oh,
the entry? Oh, yeah, $150. Sheesh.
where are you again? Yeah, 11945 by 1 cent. You had one by 1 cent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheesh. My goodness.
Next time I gotta cheat off your paper.
No, except my paper had a lot of answers.
Yeah. Yogi had 1942. That's cool. Um,
Let's go.
hot trades again. There you go
Yes.
again. 11940, please. Right there.
Mhm. Come on, we're getting the raid party, guys. The raid party. So a lot of people will be joining us, and then we're gonna be ready to go over and listen to the Nvidia conference call. Let's go. It's good. Like it's good to see some Hot Rates members on there, though. Like I think people are really enjoying the Stongs website. What number was Yogi? No, Yogi was like
There you go.
number
There you go again, Blaze. Look, hot trades
number
again.
48.
11935. You're there. 48th place.
I was all over that thing, you know, all over that thing.
I'm probably like in play like one
Wait,
ten thousand
did you
five hundred and fifty.
did you not win anything though?
I did. I won $8. Was it?
Okay, okay. Then you must have been somewhere like a little bit higher though. If you won $8, unless you had multiple like 50 cent and wins. Let's go. We have the raid party. We have 250 something people coming over from the mainstream on Stonks. So welcome everybody. Welcome to the Hot Trades party. Let's go. Top six, guys. Top six. Top six. Let us know what if you won the top prize. Let us know in the chat because we want to know who that is. So
Mary
Hot
D.
Trades came in number
Mary
six.
Costa. Mary De
Yeah,
Costa won.
that was very close, Rob. Very close. Almost. I really wanted to win that monies, but anyways, that was fun. So thank you guys very much for doing that.
Yeah, that was very cool. Thank you. That was nice.
Also, again, keep in mind, let's go, Pratt. Let's go, let's go. Keep in mind, we're doing a $200 giveaway in 5 minutes or so, and then we're gonna go over and listen to the conference call for Nvidia. So again, Nvidia crushed earnings as we've looked at those numbers. So there's really nothing else to to talk about until we get to the conference call. Cool, cool. So we're gonna do a $200 giveaway, guys. So make sure you get those entries in. There's 600 entries right now for that. So get those entries in, and then we're gonna do a giveaway. Let's go, let's go, let's go, Murdy. Let's go, let's go. We want some monies, guys. We want monies. Again, if you like stonks more than the other streaming services, type in yes in the chat. Like if you're
I've seen a
enjoying
lot of people.
stonks.
I've been hearing a lot of people telling me that they like it more, and that the streaming even looks better too than YouTube and stuff.
I like it, right? The lack of delay and the giveaways and the fact that everything when it comes to stonks is in there is amazing, isn't it? Right? So loving it. I think we had some members that were, a bit concerned of concerned about switching over to stonks, and then they won some money, and then they're like, oh, oh, now you can win monies on the stonks website.
And do
Oh,
people know? Do people know that you can put the ticker symbol in the chat and then actually click on it and see the actual price at the moment of the ticker and everything?
yeah, that's another cool feature. So yeah. Anyways, again, so yeah, we're gonna do that giveaway in a few minutes, and hopefully some of you guys can win some monies and keep winning monies. So again, they're doing giveaways every single day, right? There's $1,000 giveaway every single day for the next earnings play. So again, Nvidia was the big dog, right? But you can win $1,000 or part of $1,000 every single day. Alrighty, so you can go over to Stonks whenever you want to at the end of the day, or again when the market closes, you can put your entries in for the next giveaway. Alrighty, cool, cool, cool. So let us know if you have any questions. Again, welcome to the Hot Trades community. Don't forget to hit the follow button on Stonks if you're new, and let us know if you have any questions. Again, just a quick recap of the Nvidia earnings, though, right? So again, like I said earlier, Nvidia revenue is up 130%. So again, last Q2, Nvidia reported $13.15 billion. This quarter, they reported 30 billion, right? So again, 130% increase quarter over quarter, right? So again, gross margins up 71%. And again, so free cash flow 125%. So 6 billion compared to 13 the last quarter. So that's a bit of a drop there. And then they announced a $50 billion share buyback. All of these companies have a lot of cash just sitting there, and all they're doing with that cash is buying back shares. We've seen a lot of like big cap companies do that, Rob. Just buy back shares.
Right.
Buy back the shares. You know what they need to do with that money? They need to do giveaways like stonks, They need to be like stonks and do giveaways. Come on, Nvidia. Stop hoarding that cash. Anyways. Are you guys ready for the giveaway? Get those entries in, and we're gonna do the giveaway any second now. Alrighty, and pick some winners.
804 entries so far. You get channel. You could change the channel points into tickets too, right?
Yeah.
Good. So you get channel points at the bottom too, people, and you can either gamble them and get double and use that. So
Are we complaining about free money? We are not. We are not. I think I had so many again. So we had so many entries on Hot Trades that yeah, we won $345, guys. Like, can you win free monies on YouTube? Sheesh, right? Free monies.
they give you money and they take it from you. People give you money and they take it from you.
So the giveaway tay on stonks. Alrighty. So whenever you guys are ready, we're gonna stop. We're gonna lock it. Am I echoing?
I'll go to mute just in case.
No, I think that's me, Rob. That is me. Alrighty. Raffles. Raffle. Are you ready? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and lock in the raffle, guys. I'll give you guys 30 more seconds. I can see those entries still coming in. There's 864, 865. So a lot of you guys are still getting that in. So I'll give you a second and then I'll go ahead and do that giveaway. Yeah, BOF has been one of the favorite names today. In terms of like smaller caps, look at that thing, right? We had a lot of fun with this today, like all day long, right? Look at this. From pre-market, above the 200 EMA, 145% at the close, another 20% after the market's closed, right? So really good small cap today. I really like the way that this thing's performed today. Whether that's just by holding the 200 EMA and creating higher lows, I like it a lot, right?
I
So
can't
brand new highs in after hours.
I can't double my points for the life of me.
Just give up, Rob. Just give up, Just give up. I lost all my points, so you lose all your points too. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Question for you guys in the chat though: is there anything that stands out when it comes to to those earnings for Nvidia? Like, have you seen anything on that earnings report that either makes you say, you know what, I really like Nvidia, or I don't like Nvidia anymore? Anything like that? Again, just by looking at those numbers, I don't think it changes anything, right? So we're waiting for the conference call, which starts in 6 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and do the giveaway now so we can move over and listen to the conference call. All righty, guys? So I'm going to lock the giveaway now. Locking. Locking. Let me pull up the wheel. Pull up the wheel. You ready? Locking. Ooh, Lean got in quite a lot of entries actually. So did Golden Z. Are you guys ready for this? Ready for the giveaways? There should be about let's see how many winners we're gonna pick here. So what is that? 12 winners? Okay, so first place gets $76, guys, and then $38, and then $23, and then $15, and $10, and then we drop from there. So the giveaway is locked. We're gonna spin the wheel 12 times, and then give away $200. Again, thanks to Jason for doing this though, and the Stonks team for giving us the budget to do the giveaway. So thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
Ready? Spin. Spin, spin, spin. It's loading. So in first place, $76. The winner. Ooh, who's that? That's the kid. Congratulations, the kid. Congrats. Well done. There you go. $76. See, you don't know. You don't always have to get in like the most entries. Just have to get something in there, right? Cool. Second place, $38. The kid says, no way. It's not rigged, virus. I promise it's not rigged. Mike, congratulations, Mike. Let's go. Congrats. Second place. In third place. We have, ooh, that's a pretty tiny entry, isn't it? Whoever that is. I'm going to have to zoom out. Aura. Whoever that is. I have never heard that name before, so it must be a new person to the stream. What is this, fourth place now? Finally, Golden Z. I mean, it was about time you won something. About time with like how big you're. Anyways, I'm gonna leave the rest up to Virus, but congratulations. How much did you? I mean, you won $15. You won $15, right? Congratulations. Okay, so let's do fifth place now. Maybe JP will finally win something. Ooh, let's go, Yi. Let's go. Congratulations. How much did you win? $10? $10. Congratulations. Let's go.
For some lunch on stonks.
Some lunch, coffee, or another tiny entry. Who's this? Jogger? Okay.
Sugar.
Congratulations. Yeah, a lot of new faces. So again, welcome to the community and thank you for playing along. I'm just waiting till what is that? Seventh place. Pyro, congratulations, Pyro. $7. There you go. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay, so number 8. Spin. Spin, spin, spin. Phil, congratulations, Phil. In ninth place. While we're doing this, the conference call for NVIDIA is loading the music thing. It's not quite playing yet, so I'm just gonna mute it for now, and then we'll move over there once we're done with this. Virus, guys. Oh, let's go. Virus won $4. Let's go. Ice cream monies.
I see.
Congratulations.
There you go.
It was about time you won something. Useless goat. You the diapers? Yeah. In 10th place, guys. It's Rav. Congratulations, Rav. Congrats.
Well,
In 11th place. Trust Fund Baby. Congratulations. See, that's a really cool name. Trust Fund Baby is a really cool name.
it is.
It's a very cool name. So, of course, Trust Fund had to win something, you know? And then in last place, well, I mean, not last place. You know what I mean, right? Um, you know what I mean.
Virus and
Congratulations, Tony. Congrats, congrats, congrats. I'm gonna close out some of these here, and then we can pull up the. Yeah, that's what Rob was saying earlier that you could. Perfect. I kind of like having this little graphic behind it. While they're doing the little theme music, guys, you might hear an echo. Virus, thank you for the super chat. Virus is like, hey, I sent you a super chat for the giveaway. Thank you, Virus. Yeah. Again, thank you very much to the Strongs community for the. It was a fun day, so thank you guys very much for doing all the giveaways.
Good afternoon. My name is Abby, and I will be your conference operator today.
hello, Abby.
This time, I would like to welcome everyone to NVIDIA's second quarter earnings call. All lines have been placed on mute to prevent any background noise. After the speaker's remarks, there will be a question and answer session. If you would like to ask a question during that time, simply press the star key followed by the number 1 on your telephone keypad. If you would like to withdraw your question, press star 1 a second time. Thank you. And Mr. Stuart Stecker, you may begin your conference.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to NVIDIA's conference call for the second quarter of fiscal 2025. With me today from NVIDIA are Jensen Huang, President and Chief Executive Officer, and Colette Kress, Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer. I would like to remind you that our call is being webcast live on NVIDIA's Investor Relations website. The webcast will be available for replay until the conference call to discuss our financial results for the third quarter of fiscal 2025. The content of today's call is NVIDIA's property. It cannot be reproduced or transcribed without prior written consent. During this call, we may make forward-looking statements based on current expectations. These are subject to a number of risks, significant risks, and uncertainties, and our actual results may differ materially. For a discussion of factors that could affect our future financial results and business, please refer to the disclosure in today's earnings release, our most recent forms 10-K and 10-Q, and the reports that we may file on Form 8-K with the Securities and Exchange Commission. All our statements are made as of today, August 28th, 2024, based on information currently available to us. Except as required by law, we assume no obligation to update any such statements. During this call, we will discuss non-GAAP financial measures. You can find a reconciliation of these non-GAAP financial measures to GAAP financial measures in our CFO commentary, which is posted on our website. Let me highlight an upcoming event for the financial community. We will be attending the Goldman Sachs Communacopia and Technology Conference on September 11th in San Francisco, where Jensen will participate in a keynote fireside chat. Our earnings call to discuss the results of our third quarter of fiscal 2025 is scheduled for Wednesday, November 20th, 2024. With that, let me turn the call over to Colette.
Thanks, Stuart. Q2 was another record quarter. Revenue of $30 billion was up 15% sequentially and up 122% year-on-year, and well above our outlook of $28 billion. Starting with data center. Data center revenue of $26.3 billion was a record, up 16% sequentially and up 154% year-on-year, driven by strong demand for Nvidia Hopper GPU computing and our networking platforms. Compute revenue grew more than 2.5x. Networking revenue grew more than 2x from the last year. Cloud service providers represented roughly 45% of our data center revenue, and more than 50% stemmed from the consumer, internet, and enterprise companies. Customers continue to accelerate their Hopper architecture purchases while gearing up to adopt Blackwell. Key workloads driving our data center growth include generative AI, model training and inferencing, video, image, and text data, pre- and post-processing with CUDA and AI workloads, synthetic data generation, AI-powered recommender systems, SQL and vector database processing as well. Next-generation models will require 10 to 20 times more compute to train with significantly more data. The trend is expected to continue. Over the trailing 4 quarters, we estimate that inference drove more than 40% of our data center revenue. CSPs, consumer internet companies, and enterprises benefit from the incredible throughput and efficiency of NVIDIA's inference platform. Demand for NVIDIA is coming from frontier model makers, consumer internet services, and tens of thousands of companies and startups building generative AI applications for consumers, advertising, education, enterprise and healthcare, and robotics. Developers desire NVIDIA's rich ecosystem and availability in every cloud. CSPs appreciate the broad adoption of NVIDIA and are growing their NVIDIA capacity given the high demand. NVIDIA H200 platform began ramping in Q2, shipping to large CSPs, consumer internet, and enterprise companies. The NVIDIA H200 builds upon the strength of our Hopper architecture and offering over 40% more memory bandwidth compared to the H100. Our data center revenue in China grew sequentially in Q2 and is a significant contributor to our data center revenue. As a percentage of total data center revenue, it remains below levels seen prior to the imposition of export controls. We continue to expect the China market to be very competitive going forward. Marks highlighted NVIDIA's inference leadership with both NVIDIA Hopper and Blackwell platforms combining to win gold medals on all tests. At Computex, NVIDIA, with the top computer manufacturers, unveiled an array of Blackwell architecture-powered systems and NVIDIA networking for building AI factories and data centers. With the NVIDIA MGX modular reference architecture, our OEMs and ODM partners are building more than 100 Blackwell-based systems designed quickly and cost-effectively. The NVIDIA Blackwell platform brings together multiple GPU, CPU, DPU, NVLink switch, and the networking chips, systems, and NVIDIA CUDA software to power the next generation of AI across the cases, industries, and countries.
Yeah, we could just like Rob. I think you had your chart up there. I switched it because like it lost the audio, but Nvidia really isn't is like I mean at this point they're just giving us back the numbers we've looked at already, you know. So I think what we're basically waiting for is the Q&A section, right? But yeah, Nvidia is dropping like a tomato. We're back to 118.70. Um, yeah, can you show the yeah Rob? Can you show the numbers on the right hand side too? Yeah, Nvidia is at 119.50. 119.50. So yeah, there's really not. They're just reading back those numbers we've looked at already. Exactly, Alan. I think Olivier says I'm so cooked. I mean, you never know. You honestly never know. This thing has gone like so many times back and forth from like below 120 back above 120. But for the most part, I mean, I say you never know, but I think you are cooked, right? Because at this point, based on IV crush, right, and your calls, unless you have a lot of time on those calls are going to be worth zero, even if we go back up to 125, just because it's an earnings play, right, with IV crush. Exactly. Havana, yeah. I thought about that comment you posted above, Havana, just the copyright stuff, but I don't know. We'll find out, right? I've never had like we've streamed like quite a few conference calls. I've never had a company said, "Hey, like this is intellectual property and stuff like that." So we'll see. We'll see how that. Yeah. So guidance, Alan, guidance. I'm just waiting for the Q&A, right? Because then you can kind of hear, how they answer questions that are not in the little scripted book, right? And then go from there. Alrighty. Alrighty. Are they still yapping about like, numbers and stuff? Yeah, they're still just repeating the same stuff. So we're just waiting for them to be done, and then we can go to the Q&A part. Somebody with expiring on Friday. If your calls expire on Friday, if you have calls or puts that expire on Friday, unless you bought in the money calls or in the money puts, those things are going to be probably worth zero. Probably. Yeah. I need to pull that up. Um, I need to pull that up, Olivier, and then just play it at the same time. I need to remove that chart. I'm just being lazy, and the stock really isn't doing anything crazy that would want like put up both at the same time, Mike. I know you were asking. There's really not a whole lot happening on the chart. Like, look at that. We're basically just going back and forth here. So, yep. Like how do I claim your win?
I answered it.
Okay, okay. Coin,
Olivier, you said you can have the live transcript on the side.
like of the chart.
No, I think he means of the actual of the call. How do I do it?
Hmm. Almost like you might have to pull out like one of the
Oh, the earnings. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. So go to the calendar page, he says, and then
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
Selling cover calls was the play. No buying of calls puts is good.
Wow, this is amazing. It's live there. They have it live. The actual call, you can hear it live there.
See if you can pull it. See if you can pull it in. Then that's very cool.
That
You can still
is.
do the chart though.
Oh, still leave the chart. Oh boy. Hold
Yeah,
on.
see if you can do both. Yeah, very cool, Olivier. Live transcript. Oh, the live transcript. Two. Yeah, so Mark has a whole bunch of covered calls. So Mark is going to be very happy with his decision. They paid Mark $20,000 for those covered calls, and obviously Nvidia isn't pumping, so Mark is going to be smiling. The break even for those calls was 170, so Mark is about to walk away with $20,000, and then at the same time keep those shares as well because Nvidia is not going to 170. That's amazing, Mark. Congratulations. Um, yeah. And then we really want to, yeah, see if we can play it and see if we can hear it, Rob. You're muted, so maybe that's why it's not coming in. Can you hear it, Rob?
hear it?
No, I can't. Maybe that's just me though. You might have muted one of those things. Let me see what they're saying here though.
I have it.
Yeah, they're still in that little. They're still just reading the numbers of the sheet. So
You
yeah,
don't hear it?
no,
You don't hear it?
no.
I have,
I can hear mine. They're still just reading numbers. Mark is Nvidia crush, Nvidia crush. Yeah, Mark, you're gonna be yeah, Nvidia's not looking too hot. Not looking too hot. That's okay, guys. Again, so here's what's going on with Nvidia.
Generation. Our system integrators,
Like
technology solution providers, and system builders.
like they're still just reading numbers off a piece of paper, right? There's no value in what they're saying right now, anyways. So we can just kind of hang back and watch the candles, and then go back for the Q&A. Yeah, Nvidia is on 118 now, so we're slowly dipping there. Almost like the play was to buy the dips and then sell it, and then look for a brand new position. Oh yeah, Golden Z, I agree. I agree. Pretty decent. So that's bullish. Yeah. I mean, it's about time we break away from the markets, right? About time, Havana. Do, 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 do. Perfect. BCD is another one of these smaller cap stocks that's actually done well. Actually done well. Do, do, do. Let's see.
Is available for RTX AI PCs. Mega Break is the first game to use NVIDIA ACE, including our small language model, Minitron 4B, optimized on device inference. The NVIDIA gaming ecosystem continues to grow. Recently added RTX and DLSS titles include Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Dune Awakening, and Dragon Age, the Veilguard. The GeForce Now library continues to expand with total catalog size of over 2,000 titles, the most content of any cloud gaming service. Moving to Pro Visualization. Revenue of $454 million was up 6% sequentially and 20% year on year. Demand is being driven by AI and graphic use cases, including model fine-tuning and Omniverse-related workloads. Automotive and manufacturing were among the key industry verticals driving growth this quarter. Companies are racing to digitalize workflows to drive efficiency across their operations. The world's largest electronics manufacturer, Foxconn, is using NVIDIA Omniverse to power digital twins of the physical plants that produce NVIDIA Blackwell systems. And several large global enterprises, including Mercedes-Benz, signed multi-year contracts for NVIDIA Omniverse Cloud to build industrial digital twins of factories. We announced new NVIDIA USD NIMs and connectors to open Omniverse to new industries and enable developers to incorporate generative AI copilots and agents into USD workflows, accelerating their ability to build highly accurate virtual worlds. WPP is implementing USD NIM microservices in its generative AI-enabled content creation pipeline for customers, such as the Coca-Cola Company. Moving to automotive and robotics. Revenue was $346 million, up 5% sequentially and up 37% year on year. Year on year growth was driven by the new customer ramps in self-driving platforms and increased demand for AI cockpit solutions. At the consumer At the Computer Vision and Pattern Recognition Conference, NVIDIA won the Autonomous Grand Challenge in the end-to-end driving at scale category, outperforming more than 400 entries worldwide. Boston Dynamics, BYD Electronics, Figure, Intrinsic, Siemens, Skilled AI, and Teradyne Robotics are using the NVIDIA Isaac robotics platform for autonomous robot arms, humanoids, and mobile robots. Now moving to the rest of the P&L. GAAP gross margins were 75.1% and non-GAAP gross margins were 75.7%, down sequentially due to a higher mix of new products within data center and inventory provisions for low-yielding Blackwell material. Sequentially, GAAP and non-GAAP operating expenses were up 12%, primarily reflecting higher compensation-related costs. Cash flow from operations was $14.5 billion. In Q2, we utilized cash of $7.4 billion towards shareholder returns in the form of share repurchases and cash dividends, reflecting the increase in dividend per share. Our board of directors recently approved a $50 billion share repurchase authorization to add to our remaining $7.5 billion of authorization at the end of Q2. Let me turn the outlook for the third quarter.
You hear it now? Do you guys hear it?
Percent range. GAAP and non-GAAP operating expenses are expected to be approximately $4.3 billion and $3.0 billion, respectively. Full year operating expenses are expected to grow in the mid to upper 40% range as we work on developing our next generation of products. GAAP and non-GAAP other income and expenses are expected to be about $350 million, including gains and losses from non-affiliated investments and publicly held equity securities. GAAP and non-GAAP tax rates are expected to be 17%, plus or minus 1%, excluding any discrete items. Further financial details are included in the CFO commentary and other information available on our IR website. We are now going to open the call for questions. Operator, would you please help us and poll for questions?
Thank you. And at this time, I would like to remind everyone, in order to ask a question, press star and then the number 1 on your telephone keypad. We will pause for just a moment to compile the Q&A roster. And as a reminder, we ask that you please limit yourself to 1 question. And your first question comes from the line of Vivek Arya with Bank of America Securities. Your line is open.
Thanks for taking my question. Jensen, you mentioned in the prepared comments that there's a change in the Blackwell GPU mask. I'm curious, are there any other incremental changes in back-end packaging or anything else? And I think related, you suggested that you could ship several $1 billion of Blackwell in Q4 despite a change in the design. Is it because all these issues will be solved by then? Just help us size what is the overall impact of any changes in Blackwell timing, what that means to your kind of revenue profile, and how are customers reacting to it?
Yeah, thanks, Vivek. The change to the mask is complete. There were no functional changes necessary. And so we're sampling functional samples of Blackwell, Grace Blackwell, in a variety of system configurations as we speak. There are something like 100 different types of Blackwell-based systems that are built that were shown at Computext. And we're enabling our ecosystem to start sampling those. The functionality of Blackwell is as it is, and we expect to start production in Q4.
And your next question comes from the line of Toshiya Hari with Goldman Sachs. Your line is open.
Hi, thank you so much for taking the question. Jensen, I had a relatively longer term question. As you may know, there's a pretty heated debate in the market on your customers and customers' return on investment, and what that means for the sustainability of CapEx going forward. Internally at NVIDIA, like what are you guys watching? What's on your dashboard as you try to gauge customer return and how that impacts CapEx? And then a quick follow-up maybe for Colette. I think your sovereign AI number for the full year went up maybe a couple billion. What's driving the improved outlook, and how should we think about fiscal 26? Thank you.
Thanks, Toshiya. First of all, when I said ship production in Q4, I mean shipping out. I don't mean starting to ship, but I don't mean starting production, but shipping out. On the longer term question, let's take a step back. And you've heard me say that we're going through two simultaneous platform transitions at the same time. The first one is transitioning from accelerated computing from general purpose computing to accelerated computing. And the reason for that is because CPU scaling has been known to be slowing for some time, and it is slow to a crawl. And yet the amount of computing demand continues to grow quite significantly. You could maybe even estimate it to be doubling every single year. And so if we don't have a new approach, computing inflation would be driving up the cost for every company, and it would be driving up the energy consumption of data centers around the world. In fact, you're seeing that. And so the answer is accelerated computing. We know that accelerated computing, of course, speeds up applications. It also enables you to do computing at a much larger scale, for example, scientific simulations or database processing. But what that translates directly to is lower cost and lower energy consumed. And in fact, this week, there's a blog that came out that talked about a whole bunch of new libraries that we offer. And that's really the core of the first platform transition, going from general purpose computing to accelerated computing. And it's not unusual to see someone save 90% of their computing cost. And the reason for that is, of course, you just sped up an application 50x. You would expect the computing cost to decline quite significantly. The second was enabled by accelerated computing because we drove down the cost of training large language models or training deep learning so incredibly that it is now possible to have gigantic scale models, multi-trillion parameter models, and pre-train it on just about the world's knowledge corpus, and let the model go figure out how to understand human language representation and how to codify knowledge into its neural networks and how to learn reasoning. And so which caused the generative AI revolution. Now, generative AI, taking a step back about why it is that we went so deeply into it, is because it's not just a feature, it's not just a capability, it's a fundamental new way of doing software. Instead of human engineered algorithms, we now have data. We tell the AI, we tell the model, we tell the computer what are the expected answers, what are our previous observations, and then for it to figure out what the algorithm is, what's the function. It learns a universal, AI is a bit of a universal function approximator, and it learns the function. And so you could learn the function of almost anything, and anything that you have that's predictable, anything that has structure, anything that that you have previous examples of. And so now here we are with generative AI. It's a fundamental new form of computer science. It's affecting how every layer of computing is done from CPU to GPU, from human engineered algorithms to machine learned algorithms, and the type of applications you could now develop and produce is fundamentally remarkable. And there are several things that are happening in generative AI. So the first thing that's happening is the frontier models are growing in quite substantial scale. And we're still all seeing the benefits of scaling. And whenever you double the size of a model, you also have to more than double the size of the data set to go train it. And so the amount of flops necessary in order to create that model goes up quadratically. And so it's not unusual, it's not unexpected to see that the next generation models could take 10, 20, 40 times more compute than last generation. So we have to continue to drive the generational performance up quite significantly so we can drive down the energy consumed and drive down the cost necessary to do it. So the first one is there are larger frontier models trained on more modalities, and surprisingly, there are more frontier model makers than last year. And so you have more on more on more. That's one of the dynamics going on in generative AI. The second is, although it's below the tip of the iceberg, what we see are ChatGPT, image generators. We see coding. We use generative AI for coding quite extensively here at NVIDIA now. We, of course, have a lot of digital designers and things like that. But those are kind of the tip of the iceberg. What's below the iceberg are the largest computing systems in the world today, which are, and you've heard me talk about this in the past, which are recommender systems moving from CPUs. It's now moving from CPUs to generative AI. So recommender systems, ad generation, custom ad generation, targeting ads at very large scale and quite hyper targeting, search and user generated content. These are all very large scale applications have now evolved to generative AI. Of course, the number of generative AI startups is generating tens of billions of dollars of cloud renting opportunities for our cloud partners, and sovereign AI. Countries that are now realizing that their data is their natural and national resource, and they have to use AI, build their own AI infrastructure so that they could have their own digital intelligence. Enterprise AI, as Colette mentioned earlier, is starting, and you might have seen our announcement that the world's leading IT companies are joining us to take the NVIDIA AI Enterprise platform to the world's enterprises. The companies that we're talking to, so many of them are just so incredibly excited to drive more productivity out of their company. And then general robotics. The big transformation last year, as we are able to now learn physical AI from watching video and human demonstration and synthetic data generation, from reinforcement learning from systems like Omniverse. We are now able to work with just about every robotics companies now to start building general robotics. And so you can see that there are just so many different directions that generative AI is going. And so we're actually seeing the momentum of generative AI accelerating.
And Toshiya, to answer your question regarding sovereign AI and our goals in terms of growth, in terms of revenue, it certainly is a unique and growing opportunity, something that surfaced with generative AI and the desires of countries around the world to have their own generative AI that would be able to incorporate their own language, incorporate their own culture, incorporate their own data in that country. So more and more excitement around these models and what they can be specific for those countries. So yes, we are seeing some growth opportunity in front of us.
And your next question comes from the line of Joe Moore with Morgan Stanley. Your line is open.
Great, thank you. Jensen, in the press release, you talked about Blackwell anticipation being incredible, but it seems like Hopper demand is also really strong. I mean, you're guiding for a very strong quarter without Blackwell in October. So, how long do you see sort of coexisting strong demand for both? And can you talk about the transition to Blackwell? Do you see people intermixing clusters? Do you think most of the Blackwell activity is new clusters? Just some sense of what that transition looks like.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. The demand for Hopper is really strong. And it's true, the demand for Blackwell is incredible. There's a couple of reasons for that. The first reason is if you just look at the world's cloud service providers and the amount of GPU capacity they have available, it's basically none. And the reason for that is because they're either being deployed internally for accelerating their own workloads, data processing, for example. Data processing, we hardly ever talk about it because it's mundane. It's not very cool because it doesn't generate a picture or, generate words, but almost every single company in the world processes data in the background. And NVIDIA's GPUs are the only accelerators on the planet that process and accelerate data. SQL data, Pandas data, data science toolkits like Pandas, and the new one, Polars. These are the most popular data processing platforms in the world. And aside from CPUs, which, as I've mentioned before, really running out of steam, NVIDIA's accelerated computing is really the only way to get boosting performance out of that. And so that's number one, is the number one use case long before generative AI came along is the migration of applications one after another to accelerated computing. The second is, of course, the rentals. They're renting capacity to model makers, they're renting it to startup companies. And a generative AI company spends the vast majority of their invested capital into infrastructure so that they could use an AI to help them create products. And so these companies need it now. They just simply can't afford, you just raise money. They want you to put it to use now. You have processing that you have to do. You can't do it next year. You got to do it today. And so there's a fair. That's one reason. The second reason for Hopper demand right now is because of the race to the next plateau. The first person to the next plateau gets to be, gets to introduce a revolutionary level of AI. The second person who gets there is incrementally, better or about the same. And so the ability to systematically and consistently race to the next plateau and be the first one there is how you establish leadership. NVIDIA is constantly doing that, and we show that to the world in the GPUs we make and the AI factories that we make, the networking systems that we make, the SoCs we create. I mean, we want to set the pace. We want to be consistently the world's best, and that's the reason why we drive ourselves so hard. Of course, we also want to see our dreams come true, and all of the capabilities that we imagine in the future and the benefits that we can bring to society. We want to see all that come true, and so these model makers are the same. They're of course they want to be the world's best. They want to be the world's first, and although Blackwell will start shipping out in billions of dollars at the end of this year, the standing up of the capacity is still probably weeks and a month or so away. And so between now and then is a lot of generative AI market dynamic. And so everybody is just really in a hurry. It's either operational reasons that they need it. They need accelerated computing. They don't want to build any more general purpose computing infrastructure. And even Hopper, of course, H200 is state of the art. Hopper, if you have a choice between building CPU infrastructure right now for business or Hopper infrastructure for business right now, that decision is relatively clear. And so I think people are just clamoring to transition the $1 trillion of established, installed infrastructure to a modern infrastructure, and Hopper is state of the art.
And your next question comes from the line of Matt Ramsey with TD Cowen. Your line is open.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. Jensen, I wanted to kind of circle back to an earlier question about the debate that investors are having about, I don't know, the ROI on all of this CapEx. And hopefully this question and the distinction will make some sense. But what I'm having discussions about is with like the percentage of folks that you see that are spending all of this money and looking to sort of push the frontier towards AGI convergence and, as you just said, a new plateau in capability, and they're going to spend regardless to get to that level of capability because it opens up so many doors for the industry and for their company, versus customers that are really, really focused today on CapEx versus ROI. I don't know if that distinction makes sense. I'm just trying to get a sense of how you're seeing the priorities of people that are putting the dollars in the ground on this new technology and what their priorities are and their time frames are for that investment. Thanks.
Thanks, Matt. The people who are investing in NVIDIA infrastructure are getting returns on it right away. It's the best ROI infrastructure, computing infrastructure investment you can make today. And so one way to think through it, probably the easiest way to think through it is just go back to first principles. You have $1 trillion worth of general purpose computing infrastructure, and the question is, do you want to build more of that or not? And for every $1 billion worth of general purpose CPU-based infrastructure that you stand up, you probably rent it for less than $1 billion. And so, because it's commoditized, there's already $1 trillion on the ground. What's the point of getting more? And so the people who are clamoring to get this infrastructure, one, when they build out Hopper-based infrastructure and soon Blackwell-based infrastructure, they start saving money. That's tremendous return on investment. And the reason why they start saving money is because data processing saves money. Data processing is probably just a giant part of it already. And so recommender systems save money. So on and so forth, okay? And so you start saving money. The second thing is everything you stand up are going to get rented because so many companies are being founded to create generative AI. And so your capacity gets rented right away. And the return on investment of that is really good. And then the third reason is your own business. You want to either create the next frontier yourself or your own internet services benefit from a next generation ad system or a next generation recommender system or a next generation search system. So for your own services, for your own stores, for your own user generated content, social media platforms, for your own services, generative AI is also a fast ROI. And so there's a lot of ways you could think through it, but at the core, it's because it is the best computing infrastructure you could put in the ground today. The world of general purpose computing is shifting to accelerated computing. The world of human engineered software is moving to generative AI software. If you were to build infrastructure to modernize your cloud and your data centers, build it with accelerated computing NVIDIA. That's the best way to do it.
And your next question comes from the line of Timothy Arcuri with UBS. Your line is open.
Thanks a lot. I had a question on the shape of the revenue growth, both near and longer term. I know, Colette, you did increase OpEx for the year, and if I look at the increase in your purchase commitments and your supply obligations, that's also quite bullish. On the other hand, there's some school of thought that not that many customers really seem ready for liquid cooling, and I do recognize that some of these racks can be air cooled. But Jensen, is that something to consider, sort of on the shape of how Blackwell is going to ramp? And then I guess when you look beyond next year, which is obviously going to be a great year, and you look into 26, do you worry about any other gating factors like, say, the power supply chain or at some point models start to get smaller? I'm just wondering if you can speak to that. Thanks.
I'm going to work backwards. I really appreciate the question, Tim. So remember, the world is moving from general purpose computing to accelerated computing. And the world builds about $1 trillion worth of data centers. $1 trillion worth of data centers in a few years will be all accelerated computing. In the past, no GPUs are in data centers, just CPUs. In the future, every single data center will have GPUs. And the reason for that is very clear, because we need to accelerate workloads so that we can continue to be sustainable, continue to drive down the cost of computing, so that when we do more computing, we don't experience computing inflation. Second, we need GPUs for a new computing model called generative AI that we can all acknowledge is going to be quite transformative to the future of computing. And so I think working backwards, the way to think about that is the next $1 trillion of the world's infrastructure will clearly be different than the last trillion, and it'll be vastly accelerated. With respect to the shape of our ramp, we offer multiple configurations of Blackwell. Blackwell comes in either a Blackwell Classic, if you will, that uses the HGX form factor that we pioneered with Volta, and I think it was Volta. And so we've been shipping the HGX form factor for some time. It is air cooled. The Grace Blackwell is liquid cooled. However, the number of data centers that want to go liquid cooled is quite significant. And the reason for that is because we can, in a liquid cooled data center, in any data center, power limited data center, whatever size data center you choose, you could install and deploy anywhere from 3 to 5 times the AI throughput compared to the past. And so liquid cooling is cheaper. Liquid cooling, our TCO is better, and liquid cooling allows you to have the benefit of this capability we call NVLink, which allows us to expand it to 72 Grace Blackwell packages, which has essentially 144 GPUs. And so imagine 144 GPUs connected in NVLink, and that we're increasingly showing you the benefits of that. And the next click is obviously very low latency, very high throughput, large language model inference, and the large NVLink domain is going to be a game changer for that. And so I think people are very comfortable deploying both. And so almost every CSP we're working with are deploying some of both. And so I'm pretty confident that we'll ramp it up just fine. Your second question out of the third is that looking forward, next year is going to be a great year. We expect to grow our data center business quite significantly next year. Blackwell is going to be a complete game changer for the industry, and Blackwell is going to carry into the following year. And as I mentioned earlier, working backwards from first principles, remember that computing is going through 2 platform transitions at the same time, and that's just really, really important to keep your head on, your mind focused on, which is general purpose computing is shifting to accelerated computing, and human engineered software is going to transition to generative AI or artificial intelligence learned software. Okay.
And your next question comes from the line of Stacy Raskin with Bernstein Research. Your line is open.
Hi, guys. Thanks for taking my questions. I have 2 short questions for Colette. The first, several $1 billion of Blackwell revenue in Q4. Is that additive? You said you expected Hopper demand to strengthen in the second half. Does that mean Hopper strengthens Q3 to Q4 as well, on top of Blackwell adding several $1 billion? And the second question on gross margins, if I have mid-70s for the year, depending where I want to draw that, if I have 75 for the year, I'd be something like 71 to 72 for Q4, somewhere in that range. Is that the kind of exit rate for gross margins that you're expecting? And how should we think about the drivers of gross margin evolution into next year as Blackwell ramps, and I mean, hopefully, I guess the yields and the inventory reserves and everything come up.
Yes, so Stacy, let's first take your question that you had about Hopper and Blackwell. So we believe our Hopper will continue to grow into the second half. We have many new products for Hopper, our existing products for Hopper, that we believe will start continuing to ramp in the next quarters, including our Q3 and those new products moving to Q4. So let's say Hopper therefore versus H1 is a growth opportunity for that. Additionally, we have the Blackwell on top of that, and the Blackwell starting of ramping in Q4. So hope that helps you on those two pieces. Your second piece is in terms of on our gross margin. We provided gross margin for our Q3. We provided our gross margin on a non-GAAP at about 75. We'll work with all the different transitions that we're going through, but we do believe we can do that 75 in Q3. We provided that we're still on track for the full year, also in the mid-70s or approximately the 75. So we're going to see some slight difference possibly in Q4, again, with our transitions and the different cost structures that we have on our new product introductions. However, I'm not in the same number that you are there. We don't have exactly guidance, but I do believe you're lower than where we are.
And your next question comes from the line of Ben Reitzes with Melius. Your line is open.
Yeah, hey, thanks a lot for the question, Jensen and Colette. I wanted to ask about the geographies. There was the 10Q that came out, and the United States was down sequentially, while several Asian geographies were up a lot sequentially. Just wondering what the dynamics are there. And obviously China did very well. You mentioned it in your remarks. What are the puts and takes? And then I just wanted to clarify from Stacy's question if that means the sequential overall revenue growth rates for the company accelerate in the fourth quarter, given all those favorable revenue dynamics. Thanks.
Let me talk about a bit in terms of our disclosure in terms of the 10Q, a required disclosure in a choice of geographies. Very challenging sometimes to create that right disclosure, as we have to come up with one key piece. Pieces in terms of in terms of who we sell to and or specifically who we invoice to. And so what you're seeing in terms of there is who we invoice. That's not necessarily where the product will eventually be and where it may even travel to the end customer. These are just moving to our OEMs, our ODMs, and our system integrators for the most part across our product portfolio. So what you're seeing there is sometimes just a swift shift in terms of who they are using to complete their full configuration before those things are going into the data center, going into notebooks and those pieces of it. And that shift happens from time to time. But yes, our China number there, our invoicing to China, keep in mind that is incorporating both gaming, also data center, also automotive in those numbers that we have. Going back to your statement in regarding gross margin and also what we're seeing in terms of what we're looking at for Hopper and Blackwell in terms of revenue. Hopper will continue to grow in the second half. Will continue to grow from what we are currently seeing. During determining that exact mix in each Q3 and Q4, we don't have here. We are not here to guide yet in terms of Q4. But we do see right now the demand expectations. We do see the visibility that will be a growth opportunity in Q4. On top of that, we will have our Blackwell architecture.
And your next question comes from the line of CJ Muse with Cantor Fitzgerald. Your line is open.
Yeah, good afternoon. Thank you for taking the question. You've embarked on a remarkable annual product cadence with challenges only likely becoming more and more given rising complexity and a reticle limit advanced package world. So curious, if you take a step back, how does this backdrop alter your thinking around potentially greater vertical integration, supply chain partnerships, and then thinking through consequential impact to your margin profile. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Let's see. I think the answer to your first question is that the reason why our velocity is so high is simultaneously because the complexity of the model is growing, and we want to continue to drive its cost down. It's growing, so we want to continue to increase its scale. And we believe that by continuing to scale the AI models, that will reach a level of extraordinary usefulness, and that it would open up, realize the next industrial revolution. We believe it, and so we're going to drive ourselves really hard to continue to go up that scale. We have the ability, fairly uniquely, to integrate, to design an AI factory because we have all the parts. It's not possible to come up with a new AI factory every year unless you have all the parts. And so we have next year, we're going to ship a lot more CPUs than we've ever had in the history of our company. More GPUs, of course, but also NVLink switches, CX DPUs, ConnectX CPU for East and West, Bluefield DPUs for North and South, and data and storage processing, to InfiniBand for supercomputing centers, to Ethernet, which is a brand new product for us, which is well on its way to becoming a multi-billion-dollar business, to bring AI to Ethernet. And so the fact that we could build, we have access to all of this. We have one architectural stack, as you know. It allows us to introduce new capabilities to the market, as we complete it. Otherwise, what happens is you ship these parts, you go find customers to sell it to, and then somebody's got to build up an AI factory. And the AI factory's got a mountain of software. And so it's not about who integrates it. We love the fact that our supply chain is disintegrated in the sense that we could service, Quanta, Foxconn, HP, Dell, Lenovo, Supermicro. We used to be able to service ZT. They were recently purchased, and so on and so forth. And so the number of ecosystem partners that we have, Gigabyte, Asus, the number of ecosystem partners that we have, that allows them to take our architecture, which all works, but integrated in a bespoke way into all of the world's cloud service providers, enterprise data centers. The scale and reach necessary from our ODMs and our integrator supply chain is vast and gigantic because the world is huge. And so that part we don't want to do, and we're not good at doing. And but we know how to design the AI infrastructure, provide it the way that customers will like it, and lets the ecosystem integrate it. So anyways, that's the reason why.
And your final question comes from the line of Aaron Rakers with Wells Fargo. Your line is open.
Yes, thanks for taking the question. I wanted to go back into the Blackwell product cycle. One of the questions that we tend to get asked is how you see the rack scale system mix dynamic as you think about leveraging NVLink, you think about GB, NVL72, and how that go-to-market, dynamic looks, as far as the Blackwell product cycle. I guess, put succinctly, how do you see that mix of rack scale systems as we start to think about the Blackwell cycle playing out?
Yeah, Aaron, thanks. The Blackwell rack system, it's designed and architected as a rack, but it's sold in disaggregated system components. We don't sell the whole rack. And the reason for that is because everybody's rack's a little different, surprisingly. Some of them are OCP standards, some of them are not, some of them are enterprise. And the power limits for everybody could be a little different. Choice of CDUs the choice of power bus bars, the configuration and integration into people's data centers, all different. And so the way we designed it, we architected the whole rack. The software is going to work perfectly across the whole rack. And then we provide the system components. Like, for example, the CPU and GPU compute board is then integrated into an MGX. It's a modular system architecture. MGX is completely ingenious. And we have MGX ODMs and integrators and OEMs all over the planet. And so just about, any configuration you would like, where you would like that 3,000-pound rack to be delivered, it's got to be close to, it has to be integrated and assembled close to the data center because it's fairly heavy. And so everything from the supply chain, from the moment that we ship the GPU, CPUs, the switches, the NICs, from that point forward, the integration is done quite close to the location of the CSPs and the locations of the data centers. And so you can imagine how many data centers in the world there are and how many logistics hubs we've scaled out to with our ODM partners. And so I think that because we show it as one rack, and because it's always rendered that way and shown that way, we might have left the impression that we're doing the integration. Our customers hate that we do integration. The supply chain hates us doing integration. They want to do the integration. That's their value added. There's a final design in, if you will. It's not quite as simple as shimmy into a data center, but that design fit in is really complicated. And so the design fit in, the installation, the bring up, the repair and replace, that entire cycle is done all over the world. And we have a sprawling network of ODM and OEM partners that does this incredibly well. So integration is not the reason why we're doing racks. It's the anti-reason of doing it. The way we don't want to be an integrator, we want to be a technology provider.
And I will now turn the call back over to Jensen Huang for closing remarks.
Thank you. Let me make a couple of comments that I made earlier again. That data center worldwide are in full steam to modernize the entire computing stack with accelerated computing and generative AI. Hopper demand remains strong and the anticipation for Blackwell is incredible. Let me highlight the top 5 things. The top 5 things of our company. Accelerated computing has reached a tipping point. CPU scaling slows. Developers must accelerate everything possible. Accelerated computing starts with CUDA-X libraries. New libraries open new markets for NVIDIA. We released many new libraries, including CUDA-accelerated Polars, Pandas, and Spark, the leading data science and data processing libraries. cuVS for vector databases. This is incredibly hot right now. Ariel and Shiona for 5G wireless base station. A whole world of data centers that we can go into now. Parabricks for gene sequencing, and AlphaFold 2 for protein structure prediction is now CUDA accelerated. We are at the beginning of our journey to modernize $1 trillion worth of data centers from general purpose computing to accelerated computing. That's number 1. Number 2, Blackwell is a step function leap over Hopper. Blackwell is an AI infrastructure platform, not just a GPU. Also happens to be in the name of our GPU, but it's an AI infrastructure platform. As we reveal more of Blackwell and sample systems to our partners and customers, the extent of Blackwell's leap becomes clear. The Blackwell vision took nearly 5 years and 7 one-of-a-kind chips to realize. The Grace CPU, the Blackwell dual GPU in a CoWoS package, ConnectX DPU for east-west traffic, Bluefield DPU for north-south and storage traffic, NVLink switch for all-to-all GPU communications, And Quantum and Spectrum X, but for both InfiniBand and Ethernet, can support the massive burst traffic of AI. Blackwell AI factories are building-sized computers. NVIDIA designed and optimized the Blackwell platform full stack, end-to-end, from chips, systems, networking, even structured cables, power and cooling, and mountains of software to make it fast for customers to build AI factories. These are very capital-intensive infrastructures. Customers want to deploy it as soon as they get their hands on the equipment and deliver the best performance and TCO. Blackwell provides 3 to 5 times more AI throughput in a power-limited data center than Hopper. The third is NVLink. This is a very big deal. With its all-to-all GPU switch is game-changing. The Blackwell system lets us connect 144 GPUs in 72 GB200 packages into one NVLink domain, with an aggregate NVLink bandwidth of 259 terabytes per second in one rack. Just put that in perspective, that's about 10 times higher than Hopper. 259 terabytes per second kind of makes sense because you need to boost the training of multi-trillion parameter models on trillions of tokens. And so that natural amount of data needs to be moved around from GPU to GPU. For inference, NVLink is vital for low latency, high throughput, large language model token generation. We now have 3 networking platforms. NVLink for GPU scale up.
This just happened. I closed it because I have to run in a few minutes, and I just want to kind of hang out, before we're done. And they're just yapping at this point. Anyways, anything from that call that's stood out to anybody? Anything? What's interesting is we zoom out and we look at the 4-hour time frame virus, and it's like that thing was at resistance. It was at resistance, So typical. Yeah. No, I mean, again, they beat earnings, and that's all we need to know. Um, Again, if anything stood out to you and you have any questions, just let me know. I think at this point we're looking at potential good opportunities, like good levels to buy the dip, and then slowly scale in. Right? There's nothing in that earnings that makes me look at Nvidia and then I'm all of a sudden scared to have Nvidia. Right? So bubble maybe. Right? When pump maybe. So what I want to see tomorrow, though, because that's really the only relevant thing now, is I want to see where that daily candle closes at, right? Especially on the 4-hour. I'd like to see that candle close above like 117 something here. I'd like to see that thing close above the 200 EMA on the 4-hour. Yeah, no, we're not looking too hot. So this is the 4-hour time frame, and this is the 1 minute time frame. So clearly we've been struggling, right? That kind of looks like a double bottom, though, doesn't it? So the first time when those earnings came out, I mean, we got destroyed all the way to 115, right? And then this second time again, we kind of are bouncing off that 115. So let's see if this all of a sudden becomes a double bottom, right? If this becomes a double bottom, maybe there's something to see here, right? We're back to 117. So again, like I said, the more important thing to me is where this 4-hour candle closes tomorrow. If it's closing above like a key technical level, then that's fine. Yeah, don't forget to smash the like, guys, if you haven't already. If you're watching on Stonk, don't forget to hit the follow button, please and thank you. And let us know if you have any questions. We're going to hang out for like 2 more minutes, and then I'm going to run. Elon is tweeting. What is he tweeting now, Havana? Ooh, I almost want to go look. Does it have anything to do with NVIDIA? Yeah. NVIDIA robots and Tesla robots fight. Yeah, if we break underneath 115, then we have a different problem to deal with. But yeah, I don't know. So for now, it's all about tomorrow's price action. We also do have data coming out tomorrow too. So that's going to affect the markets in the early hours. So 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. Just market data. Um, Let me know in the chat if you know exactly what that is. There usually is. So. having the market cornered. Yeah, yeah. They sound very confident, don't they? Very confident. Oh well. Everything known about intelligence and yep, 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 yep. What can I say though? How can you claim the Raffle price? So underneath your username, right? There's a little drop down menu. So click on that menu. It's gonna say cash out or something. So click on that, and then it's gonna ask you for details. Sounds good, Troy. Bon appetit. Enjoy your dinner, and see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. That's a good dip, though, isn't it? So good dip. Again, I really want to see what happens tomorrow. See if the crazy people show up and buy the dipskis, and we're back to 120. And what they end up is another exactly. I mean, they are confident for a reason, though. Like these guys are basically printing cash, right? I mean, the revenue grew by 130%, 130%, right? From 13 billion last quarter to 30 billion. Like they're printing monies. So like when you're printing monies, like your confidence grows. You're like, yes, I run these AI streets, right? So obviously, they have a reason to be confident. But yeah, like you said, in the long run, let's see what happens. Facebook to la 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 la. Golden Sea, I heard that last night. Yeah, heard that last night. Fifth element. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful night as well. See you tomorrow. Good night. Good night. Waiting for the results. Very nice. You're very welcome, Lauren. You're very welcome. Very, very welcome. Good night, Olu. Chat soon. Good night. Good night. Yeah, the buying will probably start on Friday. Yeah, I want to see if we can somehow close strong tomorrow. Then yeah, buy the dips Friday, and then see Senora Painkiller. Have a wonderful night. Stay blessed. Alrighty. Thanks, Ken. Have a wonderful night. See you tomorrow. Nice to meet you, Havana Woody. Nice to meet everybody that's new on the Stong side. Golden Z, keep cooking, please. Keep cooking. I know I need to drink some water, and then I need to do some other things here because I'm late. Late. Alrighty, y'all. You're famous, Havana. Yeah, you are famous. Well, nice to meet you, and make sure you show up tomorrow. And then Friday, we're just gonna be in Discord, guys. Day off, Well, not day off. We're just gonna do stuff in Discord. Discord day, as usual. Yeah. Alrighty, y'all. Again, Greenway. Have a wonderful night. Thank you very much. Be safe. Big up, Tesh. Let's go, Tesh. Have a wonderful night. I mean, it's like 9 p.m. for you already. Or like, go to bed, please. You're headed to the mountains? Let's go, Josh. Yeah. Especially for the long weekends, yeah. Long weekend. Mountain time. Alrighty, all again, much love. Be safe. Enjoy the holiday as well, Josh. I'll see you next Tuesday. Alrighty. Again, if you do become a member, just click a link. If you want to become a member, just click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot, and then come join us. And bye, everybody. Bye, guys.